I'm we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna kind of just assess things. Look, this is the way I saw it. I'm like, look,
I'm Mike.
either
Yeah, hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
y'all
good.
hear
Okay,
me?
good. No, go ahead.
You hear me
What's up,
now?
Jim? Go ahead,
Yeah.
answer. Yeah.
I have a
No,
question whenever you're ready.
Okay.
real quick. I would just say like this. I personally don't think either they got an open relationship because they can be married and separated or whatever, but it just gives off the vibe that your husband just does not care what you're doing right there. And even if he's totally secure and all of that, you know what I'm saying? I could be the most secure man in the world, but I don't want my woman 3,000 miles away from me in a hotel room with some other dude because he might try something. And if he tries something, even if I know she's not going, I'm not there to protect her. I don't know what somebody else is going to do. So that's something I'm not going to be cool with. So the only way that I think that a man's even going to allow that to happen and he knows the whole situation, if the only thing he concerned with is how much he about to get while she gone.
Man. Or it could also be, and not saying this is the case, that she could be the type of woman, I'm going to do what I want to do regardless. I don't know.
I have a question real quick.
Right.
Too.
Go ahead, Jim.
So, I don't know if you guys, everybody here, I'm assuming all of us saw the little interview when she was talking to the gentleman who was her family friend, the one who said who met her husband.
That was her husband, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, that's crazy.
The zesty nigga. We know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The zesty guy, her.
Yeah, tambourine player.
Yeah, tambourine.
Oh, okay,
That's crazy.
Okay, so no, my question would, because like Omni and Corey, you guys probably have better to chime in on whoever else up here is married, Chicago Rilla. When she said that part of why she severed, quote unquote, severed the relationship between her and Anton, they were no longer doing business, is because she did not feel that he protected her in this situation. In the event that you told no one that you're married and your husband is supposed to be your covering and protecting, the statement that statement is like mute. How are you not handling your business if it's all about the coinyoing because this other woman's husband didn't cover you? When you know what I mean? So I don't know, as a husband, hearing that, because I'm assuming at this point the husband has heard things, you know, not even if so much have heard the interview, but hearing that your wife is saying, hey, I can no longer do this business, I'm getting paid $30,500 a month, income is coming into our homes, and I can no longer maintain business because I'm not covered by this man's husband, this man's wife, even though I told no one that I'm married to you. I don't know. I just wonder about that.
In this whole situation,
Romello ain't shit.
Hey, goddamn shit. Go ahead, Celine.
Shout out to Romello. Oh, real quick. Smitty, like that was, you gonna have to put that.
Hey, say. We ain't gotta explain. No. We ain't gotta explain shit. Keep going.
Shout out to Romello with the $10 super holla. He said after Anton the show, it's the after party. Then after the party is the hotel lobby.
After the party, Chris. And after the original is probably
Fiesta. I mean, like I said, it's not good for optics either way. I think old girl was just in the chat. Mentioned in the chat, like, why don't we get on Anton about that? Look, Anton just is
hold on. Wait.
Sorry, let me give you one second. I gotta celebrate Romello. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do.
Trip Nation gang. Trippin' Romello, 7 front, 7 flying, and 7 for the 7 flying, me and 7 for the 7 chip. No, we got that drip on the tip. No, we got that drip on the tip. No, we got that drip on the tip. That Romello, 7 for the 7.
Hey, you already know Romello. That's me right there. That's me right there. That's my shit right there.
Hold on, play
that was a banker.
Yeah, let me play this one right here.
Georgia. Also ATL. Also ATL.
Eater Man.
What up? And also, really
Eater Man is from Georgia. He is not from ATL.
What's up, Bird?
Oh, yeah,
Put a
man.
bird in the building, eat a man in the
Listen to this shit.
building. I got
Hey, man, look, don't come up
You
here
know,
with
eat a
that
man the
bullshit.
prize.
Can you
Exactly.
answer my question? Can either man answer the question? As a
Hey, you up here twice.
You fuck you the man shit. Put that nigga in line.
No.
What you talking about?
Oh, Fergie,
man,
I didn't get no
Hold
intros.
on, wait. What's up, gas man? But we just played your intro.
Right.
Ain't see it, nigga. That shit did count. I'm got to
Open
see
your
it.
eyes. Open your eyes.
Well, go holler at Arthur Blanks about it. Go,
Eyes, nigga.
yeah, go holler at
Beady
Arthur
ass
Blank
nigga.
about it. Yeah.
I must
just
put
played
in the
it.
back. I
Nah,
must put in
nigga,
the
your
back.
eyes beady.
No, you was on that original.
So
connection
let
with
me
that
say
phone.
this.
Go ahead.
To the original situation, right? Like there is and I'm saying as a married man, right? There is a certain thing when
Get it out, nigga. Stop stuttering.
Hey yo, eat a man.
his words.
Eat a man. I'm saying we coming off of Resurrection Sunday. I would advise you to proceed with caution.
Not resurrection.
Now,
In other words, don't get your head bust, nigga.
Right, little white man. So let me say this because I do think, and I think I've even heard Eat a Man say this. You know that any woman from his community, right? And he doesn't make a distinction, right? He doesn't make a distinction around. Correct.
Hold on, let me finish. Go ahead.
Hold on, he doesn't
Was that
make a
Shanika?
distinction.
Go ahead.
Well, no, he doesn't.
Well, he don't make a distinction. He don't make a distinction around ethnicity. If I'm,
Okay.
and I could be. I don't want to speak for him. He's up here. He can speak for himself. I'm talking about Eat a Man particularly, right? But the fact that baby from DC saying she didn't feel protected and didn't think he would, and this is all somebody that's on record say any woman that's around me is under my covering and protection.
Mm-hmm.
Said that.
Right?
Anton.
The hammerhead from Detroit. And so for me, again, I got excoriated and eviscerated on Thursday nights for saying women that I did, young ladies and women, and I relayed this story many a time about how there was a young lady. I didn't know her. She may or not have been from my community or whatever, right? Specifically. But I saw her in a situation and I just made my presence felt, right? And to me, that was a form of protection. I believe in protecting women in the community, right? And so it's in particular, if you're dealing with another man's wife, that's even more duty to make sure she get back to that man safe, make sure her reputation is intact. But when you making innuendos and you making claims,
you know what? Really?
Yeah, you got to explain
What
a
do
bit.
you mean?
Yeah.
Hold on.
You make
I
so
have
much
a
sense.
question.
Hold on
I'm
one second.
sorry.
Thank you for answering my question, Rilla.
Go ahead.
Yeah, please.
Okay, I was gonna say, what do you mean? Even if she's married, that's more so like.
Oh, that's a huge duty, yeah. Because as I'm saying,
wouldn't it be equal duty whether the woman is married or not?
No. I'm saying as a married man, I'm relating to another married man. At the bare minimum, I'm not sending her back to him soiled.
Hey, and Rilla, let me jump in when you're done.
No, that's it. I'm landing that right there.
Wait. Let me let the rebuttal. Hold on, wait. Let me let the rebuttal happen, and then until you got it. Go ahead. Want somebody for the rebuttal?
Who?
Mo had a question.
I was just gonna say, but am I missing it? Did you say because she's married, it's more so of a duty to cover her versus a woman that's not married? Protection.
No, there's a heightened sense of priority because I can relate to that married man, right?
And to you, it's a heightened. To you, it's a hold on real quick. So you're saying it's a heightened sense of priority to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. So
Hey, let me
I want
add
to
to
clear
that.
it up because I don't want people to think that women in the community get prioritized whether they in covenant or
that's kind
whatever.
of what it sounded like.
No, that's not what I'm. But that's not what I'm saying.
Little bit.
Not at all.
Yeah,
it's not what I'm saying.
Because you did use the word prioritize.
Right. And so, are we speaking in general, or are we speaking on a specific
Stand
topic?
on it, Rilla. Stand on it.
I
got you.
am. No, I get that, but I'm asking: are we speaking in general, or are we speaking on a specific topic? Because I thought the conversation before us was the young lady from DMV and the hammerhead from Detroit. And
I
so
don't
what
know. I was just speaking towards that particular comment, but again, maybe I missed it. But I'm listening.
Right. And so what I'm saying is, again, as a married man in covenant, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a bond between or understood
an understanding.
It's both in the covenant.
husband.
Chicago is both in the covenant that should be bonded the same way.
Well, no, in community,
he came out lying about marriage. He is married. He's been the number one YouTuber in the last 15 years, whatever, right? Let's just say what it is, right?
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah.
Well, I'm saying he's big enough in the black community that every nigga that's trying to YouTube is anti-YouTube.
Sure.
Let's be what it is, right? So even her husband knew who it was before. Her eyes tell everything. It's part of the, remember, this made content. It's all content. So she's willing to sell her soul to get the content. She tried music, flopped, but then she found somebody that can give it away, because you got somebody that can go around YouTube talking to black people like we the less than of the earth. Then he go to the white platforms and parade like, yeah, I'm the representative of the niggas because I'm the married. He sat on the couch. I already got you. Everybody know, even if her husband don't watch it, his friends watch it. What we talking about? She's just light skinned enough that he know that he gonna go for the slogan. She's slow enough, and it's just my, listen, I don't expect nobody else to think like. But as far as that point,
we ain't gonna get that far from it.
I'm gonna show you. What she's presenting to the bigger picture. You got to think, well, on YouTube, we can discuss it 42 times, so we can go up and down. But what is presenting to the bigger picture, it's like, oh, okay, she's going viral. She ain't really got no talent. It shows, right? But she has a story with somebody who he's either the villain or he's the Batman. He's some nigga's Batman. He's some people's villain. And he accepts it. He loves it. But we talking about somebody who really, she ain't really got nothing. And will women follow her? Will young women follow this mindset to just get in with some dudes and not get married because, people are starting to say don't value marriage and men are stuck in the middle. So if younger women are going to play this role over the next 40 years, a lot of women like her, I'll say like she's older, but a lot of young women can't follow this. I wish more women would say, no, we can't be like Mika out here. Don't do it.
Amen.
So check this out.
Yeah, go ahead, Rilla.
No, this is where I wanted to get in, right? All right, so two things.
Wait, hold on. Let me let
Rilla got interrupted. He got a very powerful point that needs to be expressed, y'all.
Then Sneak Auntie, because Sneak was trying to get into it. Go ahead, Rilla. Don't be all goddamn day. Rilla.
I see why I just be cutting people
off.
Oh, my turn.
Okay, my bad.
Yo, let me say it then.
Go ahead, Cole. My bad.
Let me say it.
What up, Oda?
Because this is the question. Rilla was making a distinction about married women being under another man's covering, right?
Right.
So this is the thing. Rilla was pointing out to the fact that he believes that in covering women, if necessary, that are around him from the community. This is the thing. That's all women. But other married men have even more of a duty to do that for another man's wife. It's like it's a double duty. You got the duty, if you look at it like this, if you operate like this, you have a duty to protect the women that are in your vicinity, right? Or cover them when necessary. But when you have another man's wife in your presence or in your under your covering, it's a double duty, because not only are you covering her as a woman, you're covering for the man, the husband. It's double.
Because we're of the same institution. That's what makes marriage an institution. That married people have the same should have the same understanding.
You're talking about a married man didn't cover his own wife from the start. That shit is
no. We got that. We got that for we got that. But I think what Rilla was speaking about when he said double duty or whatever wording he said that confused the ladies.
He was wrong. That's what I'm saying. Like if my mama and my wife was there, both of them got my protection. Both like I don't understand this.
Wait. Because Edie Man do this all the time. Either man do this all the time.
I still ain't been able to
wait.
on this one real quick, but hey, y'all landed.
I just want to.
It's on you.
Go ahead. My bad.
No, I'm about to spin it, and I get it. Look,
hold on. You. Okay, because Shanika did go. Okay, yeah. So you after NT.
Okay, so no.
Let me go after E.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
The whole married thing.
You have to Shanika E.
For the most part, that can be kind of standard, but it can also be subjective, whether or not people deserve certain cover and protection if they're married and whatever. We can talk about that all day. I'm talking about it from a boss, a leader. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's actually in charge of a crew. This is what I always said, even on my channel. Oh boy, drop the damn ball. Okay, so if you're the leader of a crew, which Anton claims to be, bag chasers, all of that stuff, you owe it to your crew to not be bringing stuff from work home with them that they can possibly bring back to work. You want them to be in their best state of mind to actually be able to perform when they're working. So why would you do something like this where they got to go, you know what I'm saying, where she got to go home and possibly answer these questions, her man got to answer these questions, they could be fighting, arguing. Somebody mentioned that she had to come up and say, hey, now she got to sever ties with Anton. Carrie then came out, said she had to sever ties with him. All types of stuff. This is just bad business for the brand of your business, for the morale of your crew, all of that from a leadership perspective. Forget all the married stuff. Look, as your leader, you know, as your leader, it's my obligation to make sure I'm not giving you anything or putting you through anything at work that could spill into your home life. I'm just saying. So can we at least agree that he dropped the ball right there?
Hey, so somebody got to mute their background. Somebody got to mute their background. Mute their background. You got music and shit playing. Good. NT, my bad.
No, that's all I was saying right there. From a perspective of a leader, you know what I'm saying, a boss, owner, whatever. If you got a crew, it's up to you to make sure work goes smooth. So that way, when they go home, that's all they got to focus on is a home life and come back to work with a clear head. And that obviously wasn't the case, because once this stuff came up, you remember the only thing Mika had to say afterwards was, look, I'm nobody's side chick. I'm nobody's side chick. I'm nobody's side chick. So people can speculate all day about what happened between her and her husband at home, but obviously that was the issue. Because that's the only time we even found out that the woman was married, when all of this Mika side piece stuff came out. So something spilled into your home life from work. That's a problem. Right. And that's on the leader of the crew, which is supposed to be Anton. Right there.
Go ahead, Shanika.
I just want to give a shout out to Artifacts and Udo on the Go real quick. Just Jade.
What's up, Artifacts?
Everybody that just pulled up, seeing in the building. What up? Everybody, if I missed you, what up, though? I just wanted to say my interpretation of what Rilla was saying is not so much that I think that married women have to be protected on a, more than single women. I just think that it's a difference, because if I'm single as a woman, I'm out here doing whatever and I do whatever I want to do. But if I have a husband at home, then it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's what they were kind of saying. Like, there's another man that's a part of the situation, and like the man code is gonna hit different to where it's like, okay, I want to make sure that man to man, I don't have to come to you and tell you about some shit that your old lady got caught up with.
Thank you, Thugger.
While you were around me. You feel me? So I think it's different. Whereas with a single woman, you don't protect her in the same manner, because it's like, what? I do what I want to do.
And that makes sense. I guess I was viewing it from a standpoint of if there's like real life danger. You get what I'm saying? If both women are in danger.
You should assume that anyway with a
but Mo, this what I'm saying.
Maybe I viewed it.
There why I be cutting niggas off.
Oh, go ahead.
That's why I be disrespectful. I just want to show y'all.
He was next.
I get put in the back of the bus when I start following rules. That's why I don't follow rules.
Man, you gonna follow these rules over here. Go ahead.
I don't follow the damn rules, nigga. I'm breaking them all. So the first thing I'm saying is, I understand what Rilla was saying, but he misspoke. That's what he did. He misspoke, right? when it come down to like, if I'm in a room and I'm protecting women in the room, I'm not asking their marital status.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna be like, okay, you got a husband, so I gotta make sure y'all get out this room, and y'all single women gotta defend for yourself. I'm not doing that. Either I protect women or I don't protect women. What I believe Chicago Rilla was trying to communicate is that now that he knows that this woman has a husband, he believes that he have a level of empathy for that man because he have a wife, and he would want another man to be able to be considerate of his wife, right? That's what I think he was trying to communicate, right? But like hierarchy wise, I don't think it's a hierarchy on what woman I'm gonna say versus the other, right? And then when it really comes down to it, I don't know what Aunt T was talking about. Like, I don't know if y'all ever worked in corporate America. It's no CEOs thinking about making sure you get home with no stress on your mind. Like, like when people talk like that, I was like, I really work with people that run businesses, and they not worried about that stuff. That's you. Right. It's, as an employee, it's your responsibility to figure that stuff out. Yeah, it's not me trying to be like, let me make sure that you ain't got nothing going to your house. And I'm like, come on, I don't got time to think about that stuff as no CEO.
I want to ask you a question.
Hold on first before you do that, because I really want. No, go ahead first, because I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
Man, you're a husband, right? Would you allow? I would say it has to be constant communication between your wife and another man, regardless of what it is, without you having some understanding of who that man is. Or,
no, I wouldn't. But
no, you was taking my point first. God, dog.
No. But this is what since we haven't heard the husband, we assumed that he had a problem with it. Everybody assumed he got a problem with this, right? Everybody say, well, since I haven't heard him, I'm just gonna think he think like I think, and they projected their thoughts on this husband. I think this husband was 100% signed up. He was 100% signed up, and don't tell him you married. Play the single role.
Now you were
over there.
You just sat there and protected what you think.
Now you were saying. Now let me say this. Let me jump in here. Now hold on, because the idea. Wait.
I can't land my point. Bro, that's what we do over here.
We just let Ferg go, and I was supposed to go after you.
Go ahead. I got it.
The floor to
I understand where we at. I got it. Start talking so I can cut your ass off, Chicago. Go ahead. I got you. I know where we at now. Go ahead. I got you. I see where we at now.
So I'm curious because he act like he don't understand community. No. He will get in all these spaces and will brag about the community that he's building. Right? He would tell y'all about the community that he's building. But the idea that I would get up here and my protection of one, like, you're right, maybe I misspoke. But this is why I know critical thinking is lost, right? Like, our schools have failed our people, right? Because the idea that I actually have to get up here and qualify whether the married woman is prioritized over a woman, no. I'm the person that get up here and talk about community all the time. And shout out to Moneybag Co. I don't know if he's still up here, but he did articulate my point, like explicitly. He articulated what I was trying to say, right? Mm-hmm. There is a great, and I don't care what either man says. You in community with this brother, you fellowship with this brother all the time. You absolutely, now you gonna protect. He trying to make it seem like the woman that's this way, and it ain't gotta be no dangerous situation, right? It could be subtle things that I'm gonna make sure this one and that one is protected. But there is I don't want to say deep connection. Y'all get saying pause and all other goofy stuff.
But that's the full of crap part, because if it was my daughter, hold on, that's the crazy part. If it was my daughter, you would have the same type of protection from my wife. Like I'm telling you, now you trying to paint a messed up narrative talking about Anton know this dude and they build a relationship together.
I ain't saying nothing about
Anton.
Conversation.
Listen, like you don't know this dude.
You might have came in here late, bro, because it's dabbing in and out, bro. The conversation ain't specifically on the old boy, but I understand y'all need to come in here and protect him at all by all means necessary.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want to say. What I'm
saying because you introduced him like that.
So listen, I believe like this idea of just because she's married is crazy.
Tell us about your community. Tell us about how you protect the woman in your community.
I think for 100%.
We don't want to hear what you think. Tell us about how you protect the women in your community.
If you had a daughter or somebody that was in your community, you'd give them that same type of protection.
Because I respect the father, right?
Exactly. That's what said. This ain't this hierarchy that you making up is just crazy.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so the daughters is the same as the wives. Okay, so what about the aunties and mamas? Is they the same as the wives too? Like if it was somebody mama, Chicago Rilla, are you gonna say that if she's not married, she don't get this type of protection?
There's scripture for that. There's scripture for what you're saying, right? I won't disagree with you, but the idea that I'm not going to, understand and have respect for this man and his family, right? So that I make sure I'm not sending his wife, his daughter, soiled back to him. That's crazy that you don't understand that.
No, I'm not saying that you didn't have respect. You weren't talking about respect, by the way. You was talking about a hierarchy.
Crazy.
No, listen. Okay.
Okay.
You was talking about priority. You.
Yeah. You there?
Yeah, what's happening?
Oh, okay. Just make sure he's up there.
Either man.
That's a fake Omni. I ain't never seen Omni with an avatar.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Bert.
A man. And you a married man, and I don't think no married man the way
the panel four just
I don't think no married man would allow their wife to really sit on panels like that situation, right?
It's a lot of married women be up here. Listen, I'm just telling y'all, like, I just think that we try to project our beliefs on other people. I start learning there's a lot of married women in this space.
Oh, okay. Well, they hiding then. I don't know too many.
Yeah, because they know that y'all little niggas sending more stupid chats when y'all think they single.
Oh, so
let the man speak. You just cut the brother off.
No, we passed that, Corey. Nigga, we passed cutting off. Nigga cut me off. No, y'all want me to follow the rules, and nobody else want to follow the rules. Nigga, don't play that game. Hey, if they shooting in Florida, we shooting too, right?
You accept EBT for drop? Do you accept EBT for drop?
We ain't gonna shoot
man.
Let me see you this ABT to drop Eat a Man real quick.
You better make sure it's the first, because you better hope your check don't bounce.
Hey, Chicago, Waterhead E is a contrarian. He just go to start stuff on panels.
Shout out to Nights, man. My brother.
After he rile everybody up, then he say goodnight after he got the panel all shook up.
Yeah, that's normal shit he do.
Yeah, that's about right. I'll tell y'all later.
This may not be a good.
Eat a Man ain't spit.
But I think like this, to me, if I could remove this situation and just change it to something else, to me, I feel like this is the same as if I take a whole bunch of kids to the park, to a water park, a theme park, or whatever. I got my kids, I got my family kids, and then I have my friends.
Correct. Yeah,
I'm not going to watch them all on the same level, because I know that if something were to happen to those kids, the conversation would hit different between my family member versus somebody that I work with, or a regular friend, or somebody that's not blood to me. I'm gonna make sure for sure that those kids get home. And that's not to say that the other kids aren't important. I'm just saying like it's a different sense of duty depending upon the circumstances surrounding that person that's in your environment. And I don't think that this situation is much different, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? This is another man, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that single women don't deserve protection, but you gonna have to look that man in the face. And you should treat his wife the same way you would want somebody to treat your wife if she was out there. And so
but he don't know, but Shanika, he don't know that man.
Why doesn't he though? How you gonna sit here and look at he was adding on Tasha K? I don't even know what she married.
He ain't about worth the.
He knows of her, but they never met. That's what Mika said.
I'm just saying, y'all building.
He should know that there's difference.
Hold on, let her finish, and then Corey got it.
I'm just saying, as a man, he know how that look, and he know that that's disrespectful. He still asked her to come down. Like, yes, the husband, I'm looking at him sideways too, because why the fuck you let her go?
Sure.
So he's not exempt. But I'm saying Anton as a man should know how this man gonna look at that situation.
Not we counting the trips. We count the trips now.
But here's the caveat, right, Shanika? Here's the caveat. I'm gonna just interject this, and I'm gonna go. Right?
Go ahead. No, don't go.
Got it. I'm not gonna go, but y'all got it, right? I'm just interject this. Here's the caveat. The way that Anton's looking at it, and I'm not saying that this is right. I don't agree with this perspective, but the way that Anton was likely looking at it is she moving in a manner that's consistent with her not respecting her man. So why should I have to?
That's bogus.
I'm not saying it's right.
That's bogus. Can I tell y'all?
Hold on 1 second.
Go ahead.
Go get there, and then really you got it. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. My bad, Cole.
Go ahead.
I was only gonna say this, Cole, and I think it's pertinent to what Omni was just saying, right? So when we was doing these live shows, right? Y'all, people like to.
But really, would that be consistent with who Anton is? That way.
Well, at least not from what he said, right? He's a saint. He's a Christian first. You know, none of that aligns with scripture, right? And so,
what you know of him and how he moves,
the arrogant piece, yes and no, right? Because he's still, remember, there's still videos of him talking about the community that he was in, and you know, the women and his family and so on and so forth, right? But here's what I wanted to say on the heels of what you're saying, and not to dispute what you're saying, Ami, but this is what I'm saying. When we was in Houston and Atlanta, hey man, you know, the way that Logic presented, that's why I love Logic, man. The same way he is off camera is the same way he is on camera, man. Hey, do you know Logic made sure every female in our clique was protected and safe and felt comfortable, and even women in the audience and people that participated in them shows. I'm talking about live. I'm talking about face to face. I ain't talking about this internet on camera stuff. I'm talking about what I saw Logic do in person, right?
Well,
and Logic, I agree with you on that one too. Whoever said that, I agree with you on that one too. And Logic ain't married. Logic ain't had no obligation, right? But on GP,
so he know.
Right. That's my point.
Was over here the other day.
Yeah, he cool.
Was he? Oh, Drip said that. Drip said F Logic.
Yeah. Nigga was over here.
Shout out to Logic, man. Oh, Simpson Road ass nigga, man. But who he is on camera is who he is off camera. And let me tell you, there was nothing that them women couldn't ask him for. And I'm not saying it's like he a simple, nothing like that. I'm saying there was nothing that they couldn't ask him for that he did. Like, shout out to Big Court. Courtney was protected. I'll say it that way, right? Courtney was protected. You understand what I'm saying? The women, when we was motivating in Houston and Atlanta, everybody felt cool. Nobody was intimidated or none of that. You understand me? He made sure the women got back to wherever they was. Husband, father, families, whatever, unsoiled. That's the point.
That nigga a goddamn sniper. I would have
Hey,
had him make my
chill
bodyguard
out,
too.
Drip.
Okay.
Chill out, Drip. Chill out.
This nigga been in the army every 2 years. Yeah.
That is funny.
Shit. Yeah, nigga, go ahead and leave. I'm right here. Come on, boo. Shit. Nigga, this nigga got guns in it.
He wasn't even on that type of timing. And it might have been chicks that was choosing. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm saying the idea of protection is what we talking about. Right?
So did y'all
especially when in community.
Y'all had an in-person show or what? What was
we had
it?
2 of them.
Yeah, they had some in-person shows where they meet up and whatnot. It was pretty dope from the footage I saw.
Man, you know what was crazy? It was so many couples that came out. That's what bugged me out. I told JR, like, damn, I ain't realized. It was couples. That the couples were out there more than the singles.
So Chicago, would you say
I ain't gonna
based
hold
off
you.
those?
Go ahead, Ferg. Go ahead, Ferg.
No, I just wanted to ask him a question, right? Just based on those events, and it could, I don't know the years, maybe 6 years or more, right? Do you think that from that moment with married people, did it enhance their marriages? Did people start getting divorced? Hold up, it's a 2-part.
That's a great question.
Did the single people sort of look at each other and say we can come together, or is it more women against men, man against women, man against man? You know, and
fair enough.
the communities sort of even getting more and more further apart. But YouTube makes everybody still in close proximity in a sense, because now people are learning minds of other people and not the action. So I'm just asking.
Yeah, I think we all congregated. I think the C19 was a great shift for a lot of us, right? And then I think we just
you think it was a good shift as far as the
no,
community?
I said no, not great as in good, but I'm saying seismic, right? Shift, right? In terms of how we connect and how we relate to people that we see in these boxes, right? So people now want to see. They're not so much as tuned in to the fantasy. They actually want to see people that look and they can relate.
It's open, just
what the ladies say. What y'all think about as far as the men and the women? And because it's a lot of people who are very much in the prime of they dating and meeting someone else's,
Oh wait, Ferg, before you ask the ladies, let me answer your other question because you were asking about those married couples.
Take a long time, but go ahead.
You and I both, sir.
Hold on.
You and I both.
Niggas start going to get your old shit. Hold on. Shout out to BJ for the $5 super sticker. Appreciate you, my boy. I think we met the goal, but that don't mean y'all gotta stop supporting. You know what I'm saying?
Man, send another fan for the win. Send a fan.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I be sweating like a dog and I might slip. So with the right mix, I get a tight vice grip.
Yes, sir, Reebok. I pay for it. Shout out to Soulja Slim, man. RP Soulja.
Yeah, RP Soulja. Just to answer your question briefly, Ferg, right? You was asking like the couples that got divorced. I didn't hear anything about like couples getting divorced as a result of coming to the meetups. I was just surprised at how many couples we saw.
No, not people coming to the meetups. I'm talking about society in general, not people.
Oh, then that's different. You can go ahead and pivot to the ladies. And I thought you were talking about meetups specifically. Go ahead.
What you
Berg had a question for the ladies, and I cut him off because I thought he was asking about.
Go ahead, Berg.
I might have missed it.
Berg, you there?
I missed the question.
I missed it too. I do apologize.
I don't think he asked it. Berg, what you asked?
No, as far as the YouTube, he talking about a time when people were meeting up, right? There were meetups was, not saying common, but people were starting another level of socialization, right? Because we go from the YouTube, then you go to face-to-face. Since that time, I would say 5 or 6 years or so, have men and women within the prime dating age getting closer and building relationships, or does it seem to be separating? Because everybody's talking about separatism pretty much, like what I want, what I'm not going to give. No, very few people talk about what I would be willing to give if I met her or him. So ladies, is everybody, do y'all see the people of, and I'll be ugly funny, big nose, big lips, regardless of complexion, are we coming together with a person that we can grow with, or just like, I'm gonna do this shit on my own regardless?
Did you want to answer first, Shanika?
I think it's separating because there's so many people spreading out so many different messages that nobody knows what to think, how to think, what to feel, or what to do. And they're listening to, whatever's trending and this, that, and the other. And it's just a blind leading the blind.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all the wisdom is getting skipped over because we're not being taught to put respect on shit no more.
Yeah.
You get cussed out for telling women to cover up, where back in the days, we taught women to be women and ladylike. All that shit is out the window. And social media is amplifying that. So I think it's a division. But that's just my opinion. What you think, Mo?
I agree 100%. And when it comes to relationships, men and women getting closer, I would say that we have more access to be closer, but we're less invested in one another, if that makes sense. People are, we live in hookup culture, so it's easy to connect with a person, but not really be intentional about them. And I also feel like social media has drawn a wedge between the man and the woman too, because the way that it's placed, I think Coach Ferg said it. This is what I will accept. This is what I won't accept. You got to make this. You got to look like this. If you did, so it makes it more difficult because some people take those talking points and unfortunately use them in real life, and we're not really connecting. Social media, people are more so connected to social media than they are the real life experience of getting to know a person.
Genesis?
Jen, what you think?
What was the question? So much was just said. No, what's the question?
No, that's that Livernois. That's that grass shit.
Genesis.
That's that 7 Mile.
Over the last 10 years, I would say, because you're a young Gen Xer, right? So you probably can, add on, because these ladies gave some great understandings of what it is, right? Over the last 2 years, as far as social media dating, do you think it has sort of built because Chicago was talking about when they were some years ago, guys would, we would do onlines, and then they were doing meetups. Couples came out, married, single, people looking for love. Since then, do you think people have sort of, men and women, come together and finding each other, or it's created a larger division as far as people being able to build family, build community?
Yes, I think it's dividing us more than bringing us together. Especially if you are single right now and you are trying to date, then it's also creating a world of uncertainties. Catfishing, all the way down to people becoming hurt behind this, trying to meet up with people. So I think it's become even more separate, and I think that it's not adding to us getting to know each other. And then on the other side too, well, in addition to that, so much information about the person is online in their profile that there's there's little to be left
to the imagination,
to the actual interaction, or vice versa, right? So I can meet a guy, and depending on how old he is, I may meet a man that actually is my age, and then I'll meet a man that looks my age. So depending on how old he is, and then also, well, I can't even say that necessarily, because they all go for the social media, like, what's your social media? So it's almost as if they want to know, they're going to use that exact thing that can determine whether or not they want to continue talking about you, or talking to you. They want to use that exact thing to determine whether or not you're a viable option. Before, there was no social media, it would allow us to talk on the phone and have conversations. So I'm saying that to say, like, some of the younger men I meet, they have a problem talking on the phone because everything is done over social media. They can go on my social media and learn about me, and then when they have a conversation, there's almost, to them, it's nothing left to talk about, and it's kind of awkward. Some of the older men, they use that as a conversation piece. So they say, "Oh, I see you have a dog," and then they want to. That's kind of a icebreaker. If instead of having that nervous, awkward moment face to face, they use the social media to say, "Oh, I see you like roller skating. I see." Yeah, I've been approached where someone has went down went far back on my social media, and they're like, "Oh, I see you like doing this," and I'm like, "Wow, okay." Not saying that it was going to win me over, but it was just interesting to see that he used it to actually find out something about me, to actually talk to me about. Where that 31-year-old, he went on my social media, and that's where it went. And when we got in front of each other, it was almost like,
shout out to the cool.
I know enough about you, so what do we got to talk about? I'm like,
but I think manipulation though too. Yeah. And then if you lead with what's your social media, we can figure that out down the line. But if you lead with that with me at my age, please exit left.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a lead with, it was the in addition to getting your information. Because the younger people don't necessarily.
Yeah, they want your IG. They don't want your number. IG. They want your IG link.
Yeah. So that'd be the problem. That'd be the problem right there. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Y'all been talking too goddamn long. Hold on. That's what I'm saying.
I just got
hold on, Jim. But you've been going for a second. Let me just say this real quick. You can have it back. I'm just saying, a lot of these motherfucking people, they cut the communication with that shit.
Thank you.
There is no getting to know you no more. I'm gonna look at your ass picture with your dirty ass sink in the IG. Yeah, I'm doing all that. What I gotta talk to you for? I'm gonna comment under 94 niggas.
Come on. So that's
Drip. Who teaching them? Who teaching them?
No, Chicago.
Okay, go ahead, Ferg. My bad.
Disconnect.
No, but that's where Drip is speaking from, right? Because this is where men have to default playing into the game of social media, because social media, and to be honest, right, it has allowed a lot of disciplined women to be undisciplined without coming outside. So a man will see it, so he assumes because technology says go to technology. I want to see how you living before I look to commit to your lifestyle. And a lot of people are putting their lifestyle out there too fast. And I don't have to take you out on a date if I see that you got everything on see-through. And like Drip said, I'm the 6,000.
No, we diminishing what Genesis said, Ferg. We diminishing what.
Can I say?
Yeah, we diminishing what Genesis said, though. Go ahead.
Because if you base everything off of somebody's social media, that's also a facade. You know how many people put a pretend life on social media, so there's no wisdom in that. I mean, you can be led and get a piece of partial information, but you don't always get the truth through social media.
Not, but I don't think Genesis was. Go ahead.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's not saying it's designed to get the truth, but it's saying that in regards to, there's so much going on with the social media that people are promoting their business, their service, their networking. So in regards to it's also indicative of a younger person too, because the older person is not so much going for the social media first. They were using that as means to see who you are. So hey, I met this beautiful young lady. She gave me her IG, and she speaks about Jesus, and I love God. So it's not, and it leaves something up for a conversation. It's the person that was using it, that 31-year-old, that 26-year-old, and that 35-year-old that approached me. The first thing they went for was talk on the phone, talk on the social media first, to determine if there was more to go through to get your actual phone number to have more conversation. But then even then, the conversation was minimal because they don't talk on the phone. They rather talk in person or they talk
Wait, hold on.
Y'all missing what she's saying, fam.
No. They going through your analytics, Jen. They sizing you up from the analytics.
No, Drip. We listen. No. Listen. Let me say this. Let me say this real quick, fam, because y'all missing what Jen said.
We'll say that.
No, you missing what Jen said. She's making a delineation between older cats, right, that speak to her, and they'll take whatever information and they'll use that as a conversation starter. Why? Because them older cats came up in an era where you had to socialize. Them older cats was probably at the mall shooting they shot. We talk about this all the time. Nighties talk about it. Ferg talk about it. I talk about it. All the old heads up here that been to the mall.
Listen to you niggas.
We know. That's why. Hey, wait. Hold on. No. Let me say this to Drip. Wait. No. Let me say this to Drip. And that's why them Y. No. And no. We good, Drip. But that's why them YNs out there wild.
Leave me out of it.
Wait, Nighties wasn't out there at the mall. Hey, look, and that's why the YNs will bite a chick in the face if she say no, thank you. I got a man, right? They don't know how to take rejection. You know how often we had to take rejection?
Yeah.
Y'all missing what Jen is saying. She's telling you
that. I didn't miss it.
I really hear what she said. I'm just playing.
She's saying the difference between and shout out to the Cougars. She's talking about the difference between what the old heads, the old heads just need information, and we can build off of that. Why? Because we used to having conversation to rule the nation, right? But them YNs, I want to see what's going on. I want to see you pee popping. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Would be my
That's why I say analytics.
This would be my question. If I'm older, like even me at 40, and because I had a 19-year-old approach me just weeks ago. If I'm intentional about my dating life, I don't have really nothing in common with somebody that just want my social media. If I'm intentional or if I'm just trying to hook up with somebody, that's different.
But Mo, that's a different conversation.
It has to make sense.
Yeah. No. That's a different conversation from what she was just talking about.
But I just
you got a point, but I think that's a different conversation.
What's your social media? Why can't we have a decent conversation in person while we're face to face?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So Mo, who teaching these young bloods?
Hold on. Wait. Hold on, Ferg. Hold on. Let me let Shanika get in there. She ain't saying nothing. Go ahead, Shanika.
I'm just saying the conversations hit different because the first date for YNs has been replaced by me stalking your social media. I don't have to ask you what your favorite color is or what you like to do and blah, blah, blah. All I got to do is stalk your page. So now when I do get on that date with you, that conversation don't hit the same because it's like now I feel like I already know you. As opposed to a first date feeling like I don't know who the fuck you are, so I'm interested and I need to get to know you and ask these questions that lead to the deeper conversation.
So people are lazy, basically.
I did say that.
They're lazy.
That's it, no love.
They're
lazy. You gotta understand.
Yeah, that is a very lazy way of looking at it.
A lot of young men don't love themselves. So.
How many you bagged out there when you went out there to Baltimore, Drip?
Bro. I got a Forrest Gump on my leg. You got me fucked up. It's somebody dropped Chicago really just bullshit.
Nobody was trying to help you, baby. Come on, baby. Let me help you walk, baby.
Nah, that was my first time actually wearing that brace, Jen. I actually did pretty well with it. It was cool, but you know, just another week I'll be dealing with all that shit. I'll be
he bagged a few, man. Because conversation I know they said up there said, hey, you got an accent.
Rilla. That was the first thing, right? Because they do's and use. But I ain't gonna lie, it was a bunch of groupies in that motherfucker. I guess production team don't really get a lot of looks because they were so starstruck over that nigga, and then it was another nigga in there. I forgot who he was, but clearly he was somebody up and coming. But I think he was a YouTube /singer type shit. But it was cool. He had like 9 women with him. I'm like, I'm like, shit. And then like 4 of them, including DEJ, came with. You know what I'm saying?
You got an accent. What are you talking about, Chicago?
Yeah, cause hey, look, when them Southern cats come up north. Oh yeah, they be quick. Hey, you be surprised. Them, hey, especially them New York chicks, they be going. They hear Country Boy up there, up top. They going, fam. So I know drip tweaking right now.
Nah. I see. But I was just like, man, I can't do nothing right now. I'm going through therapy.
Drip, was you into it?
Goddamn self trying to hit that. Okay, my bad.
Oh, they hit him with them twos and fews and do's and trues. Drip was going.
Oh, he was in Baltimore. I thought you said he was in New York.
No. He was in Baltimore. He showed the hotel room, man.
He was up there resting that damn bad knee and bad toes. Better than sitting down.
No, my leg, my shit fucked up.
But I asked one of them little.
My shit actually good though. I ain't gonna lie. For everything good. You can barely see the cut now. Like, yeah, April 13th, my last day going to physical therapy.
Just keep working on it. You go swimming. You still doing your swimming therapy?
Come on, man. Every day. Underwater, goddamn bike, underwater treadmill, underwater elliptical. Yeah.
That water get you right, though.
He LeBron James out this.
You see, I didn't drop this motherfucker weight too. Shit,
I see you over there looking like a slim down teddy bear.
You, man.
Look at the light skinned cats congregating. Look at all the light skinned cats congregating.
What you say he look like, Ferg? Or what kind of teddy bear?
Little slim down.
Teddy bear.
Yeah, let's slim down.
Teddy bear.
That's a light skin conversation.
I'm a grown ass man. Genesis, understand that. I know how to tell the young folk. Look, see, because a lot of young dudes don't hear that they could be handsome if they work on it. You know what I'm saying? Nigga 40
That's a lot of Al B. Shore activity on this stage right now.
Better ain't trying to get boogers out their nose. I ride bikes and shit.
Hey, Rilla, Eric Benet activity.
Definitely some Eric Benet. I like Eric Benet right now, man. He's japping out right now. I like Eric Benet.
I love his videos.
This is my story for 2004.
That's crazy word. So nigga, what the hell you over there?
That's just Jay, right?
Oh, that's just Jay. Just Jay. Yeah, I asked up here.
So it's a
wait a minute. Y'all let Just Jay up in here. Y'all let the GDs in the dough.
I've been up here.
God dog.
I've actually been waiting.
Cap D coming. Cap D coming.
I'm just saying, I actually been waiting.
Just Jay, is that your sign? Your avatar?
It possibly not. It depends.
Oh, okay. Depends on what
Oh,
time.
that's your voice. Is it Judge Jay? Is that your voice that's on that clip? Is that your voice, Jay?
Which one?
I think that says, I need you to shut the fuck up while we doing the money.
What is it? Shut up or something. Shut up when the money up or something like that.
Respect the money, Judge Jay. You say respect the money.
Listen, I'm just saying.
That shit.
I ain't stunned them. When they clipped that shit up, I was like, Lord have mercy, child. I can't. But yeah, that was me.
Okay.
What's up, Judge Jay? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I was gonna tap in with the convo, but y'all done switched to the music and all kind of stuff.
Now let's get back to the convo because Rilla legendary derailed number 2. Go ahead.
What I was gonna say about the thing, I think y'all was talking about social media and connecting, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. To me, it's a layered thing, right? And I think all of y'all points is pretty valid and they make sense to me. I think that how we connect with one another is becoming impaired in a way. Like, I don't necessarily consider it right or wrong because technology and stuff like that is affecting how we connect. I think it's just changing shit. I don't know where that's going to lead us, but when we tapping in with each other online, like there's to me, there's a superficiality that we can't avoid, right? Like, and that's where getting to know people outside of social media comes into play. Because like how y'all was talking about viewing profiles and stuff, to me, profiles are very selective, right? Like we're going to show our best selves for the most part, right? Unless you're dealing with a crash out or something like that, we're going to show our best selves on our profile. And let's be clear, I could put anything I want to put up there. I could filter it the way I want to filter it. I could do all kind of stuff. And I think that sometimes when we connect with people online and we don't get to meet them outside of that realm, there's a level of nuance and stuff that we lose, right? Because most communication is nonverbal, right? So we could pick up some quote unquote vibes while we are up here on the panel chopping it up or in chats, but you really can't like thoroughly assess how you quote unquote vibe with a person unless you have proximity, right? Because whenever I get around you, my body gonna tell me, right? You know how people be like, oh, I'm getting up out my body. When you in your body tells you, okay, yeah, this person, this motherfucker a little off. You know what I'm saying? You know how we get certain vibes and stuff when we're around people. Okay, this person might be safe, this person might not be safe. We can't really, to me, we can't really fully assess it when we online because we all have masks and we show the parts of ourselves that we want for the most part, right? But when we in proximity of one another, when we in physical space of one another, you can pick up those nuances. You know, like in regards to the dating or, you know, people like having romantic interest, you could pick up a little bit more if she interested, if he interested, you know what I'm saying? Because the body speak different. And we lose a lot of that online, you know, and the boundaries is different online. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a whole different level to it to me. And I think that because most stuff is done online now, people still go outside, but people don't go outside like we used to. Like y'all was talking about going to the mall and stuff, getting numbers. My oldest, I used to talk to him about that and still do from time to time. You know, I told him, I say, listen, you and your friends, y'all go out, y'all go chop it up. You know, like I know when I was in school, because I used to hang around a lot of guys and they used to crack me up. I sit back and I watch them and they'll be going at it with each other. Like, oh, nigga, I bet you can't get her number, whatever. Oh, nigga, I bet I can't get a number. I used to sit there shaking my head like, look at these old dumbass nigga. And they'll go do what they do, right? Even if the girl shut him down, you could tell, listen, nigga, you know, when he come walking back looking a certain way, all the rest of his homeboys start laughing at his ass. He'd be like, man, fuck that. She wasn't all that anyway. You know, whatever. And guess what? He's gonna go back outside and he's finna go for the next one.
Exactly.
My friends used to have pockets with papers and numbers in it and stuff like that like on some level that was their quote unquote training ground. I'm not saying that it's cool for people to be promiscuous and stuff like that. I'm speaking to the interaction, the practicing of conversing with one another, exchanging, you know what I'm saying, showing your best self, knowing how to be influential in a way, you know, and grab somebody's attention. It's a little different online, you know, and I think that some people are impaired to that point. Like rejection hit way different for some of these people nowadays. Like they really crash out. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, so like some of y'all who older, y'all know it was a dude in school or whatever who could have been fat. He could have not been the cutest or whatever, but if he had confidence, that wasn't stopping nothing. A girl could shoot him down, and guess what? He wasn't worried. He was finna go on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't be moving nothing. Motherfuckers be having life crises and stuff like that. If one person tell them no. Like that, like people, like the way we equip now with our coping skills and stuff, like our coping skills are really trash nowadays. But anyway, I noticed though we keep talking about women and women's behavior, and I be trying to understand why conversations always go to how the woman need to behave. Now I've been rambling, but let me say this and then I'm gonna slow down. Right? We always worry about women managing their behavior. It's always about what women need to manage, and to me that minimizes and that discounts men's intelligence. To me, by default, we saying y'all niggas is stupid. To me, men are saying y'all niggas is stupid. If it always defaults to what the woman needs to do, to me that absolves men of personal accountability in managing themselves. And that's something that I always have an issue with. And I think that's just a conditioning thing. You know, I don't think it's specific to the Black community or nothing like that. I think that's just simple male-female conditioning throughout history.
That's a good point, though.
Well, Judge Jay, we do have the phrase young, dumb, and full of cum for a reason.
Yeah, that is the reason. All their blood is in one place. Hi, Judge Jay.
Well, that wasn't just to young people. Good day. That's to people in general, just like we was talking about Mika. We've been like, and I know it's not necessarily intentional, right? But the focus has been on Mika's behavior. When y'all talking about two married folks.
That's a good point.
I just think that historically it's always that, right? Like even if it's a woman that get with a guy and he was married or whatever, right? Even if he wasn't married, he was with somebody else. Oh, she a home wrecker. How the fuck? Listen, first of all, how I'm gonna tell? And listen, you can't tear up a home unless somebody open a door.
Exactly.
Right.
But I
So
think
I'm just saying, I do
true.
find it interesting, though, in general, though, how we focus on women's behavior and how women need to manage themselves. And I think that over the history of mankind, that's just been a way to absolve men from accepting responsibility for their behavior.
Well, they going after Anton too. They've been slapping him upside his head since January 13th.
Well, the people that slapping him upside the head probably just really don't like him. Let's keep it real. It ain't got nothing to do with him being a man, though.
No, that too. You don't like what he's doing.
They don't like what they going after his faith. They going after his business. They going after every aspect of it.
Well, I don't think it's because of Mika or nothing, or him being a married man.
One mic. Hold on, y'all.
But yeah, y'all got it though. But yeah, I get what you mean, Nitish.
Go ahead. Shanika did Hustler Muslim. Hold on, Hustler Muslim.
No, I was just asking what observables
You next, Hustler Muslim. You next.
are there to back that up? Like, has he lost followers? Has he talked about sponsorships or deals that he's lost? Like, how are they really holding him accountable? Because maybe I'm not really looking, so I admit that.
Oh well,
That's not
Shanika, I think he's gonna be able to spin out of whatever this is. This is just a little obstacle for now.
I already spun out of it.
Just so I'm clear, Nitish, are you just talking about? I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't think he's feeling none of this bullshit. Really, I'm cool giving him a bunch more push, a bunch more followers.
Are y'all speaking to like people making reaction videos? Because that's the most that I know. Like I heard like a content creator talking about a lawsuit or something or whatever, but I honestly haven't been digging that deep. I just see a bunch of reaction videos.
And these niggas ain't got no money to sue nobody.
He's been on
no money to sue nobody.
He said he was suing.
I don't know what people got, but I'm just saying that's all I heard. I don't know how he's being impacted outside of that, because it was something about he doxed that woman or something. So I don't know.
Just Jay, you know everybody is $100,000 hair got that money.
Man, that nigga getting more traction.
Yep.
Yeah, he
did it for that reason.
He went from 1 million to 1.3 million now.
He said he did it for that reason. Yeah. He said he orchestrates the whole thing, that he's Mr. Algorithm, and that he knows what to put in place so that we have something to talk about. So we did all the work for him.
He said that.
Yes, he had the video on that No
It's
Cap
content,
reviewed.
my love. It's content.
He said this is. He said 10 steps ahead, so he already knows that you're going to talk about this. That's why why would he not just say me and her never slept together? Like why everyone said why he just didn't Bill Clinton say I did not have sex relations with that woman. Why he just didn't close the deal because. No, they're saying that if you are a married man, you want to set the straight because otherwise you let the narrative run because you know what's going to happen and you want what to happen is going to happen.
Yeah.
So I already know 6 months from now, y'all niggas are going to be talking about me because I'm going to put X, Y, and Z in motion.
He likes that narrative.
We want it to happen, Jen.
Even though we know like that it's content and that people put certain narratives in place for a reason, it's just odd for a person to admit. You know,
well, he also admitted that his mentor is the one who gives him the inspiration to do something drastic in this space to go to the next level. So in real life, if you're a celebrity, the scandal is what takes you to the next level or it takes you down. So in his mind, he's saying, "Hey, I need to do something to shake up the algorithm."
It's a risk
because this is what,
So tonight is
I know that you guys
point.
are going to talk about it, and he said that on his own show.
Anything for the dollar, Mo.
So to Nidish's point, though, he was. I'm sorry, Nidis. What was you saying? You were saying that they was coming after him. So like Shanika asked as well, though. Like Shanika asked as well. Like, is there any type of tangible proof or something that he's being impacted? Am I misunderstanding? I'm trying to follow.
Yeah. That's what I asked.
Okay. Yeah. So to that point, though, like aside from people reacting and doing the content shit and letting YouTube outside of that, and then like I said, that one woman I saw that something about a lawsuit, but I haven't followed a lot, to be honest with you. Like I laugh at some videos or whatever, and I leave it at that, but I don't really follow it. Outside of that, how are people quote unquote coming after him?
Whatever way they coming after him, it's not working anyway. So I mean,
no, I'm asking because I want clarity, dear. Outside of people making videos.
Well, I think that when you say that he's not a real Christian,
hold on, one mic, hold on, wait, stop, hold on, go ahead, Mike.
Well, they're saying he's not a real Christian. They're going after whether he's even a conservative. They're going after. They're saying that his wife could potentially be involved and be a lesbian, and they doing whatever they're doing is some kind of like open relationship. They're going after him at all different angles, but I don't really think it's impacting him now.
Oh, okay. So videos, like to me, that's YouTube, and to me,
that's
just YouTube.
Yeah, they just go and get a whole bunch of old ass videos. They get them up to make.
Yeah, I thought it was something outside of YouTube doing what YouTube does.
No. Just
petition going around like how they did for Tommy.
Wouldn't that be his daughter allegedly being affected in school though?
No, Shanika,
you had a petition for what? Shanika, what you said?
I thought that they filed a petition. That's how they got him banned off of YouTube.
Oh, you talking about Tommy?
Tommy, they did.
They just kept flagging them until YouTube was like, okay.
I don't know. I think that mission was a little different.
No, that white lady did that.
It's a little different.
No, but I'm just saying that's what people taking action as opposed to just making videos.
I don't know about that part. I don't know about that, Shanika.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It didn't sound like anybody was taking any action towards them. They just
that's all I was trying to understand.
Yeah, they definitely put belt to ass. That's
what's old boy's net worth.
They just YouTube.
What is his net worth improved to? Now, before you say it, I think if I heard you right, what he's made in these last few months is what most of us on this panel together would not make. So,
who you talking about?
What was that number you said?
Nah, that nigga's subs went from 1 to 1.3 million. But that nigga, like all his patrons and all that shit got shot up through the roof. Like
what I'm saying? Come on.
Anton always showing his money.
You gotta understand how the social media
was a lot of attention.
Works. Wait, Drip, how you know that Patreon shot up through the roof when we don't have?
That's what they saying. That's what they saying.
Oh,
like everything, all
gotcha.
his memberships and everything. Like
I don't know.
I don't even.
I don't think he showed a. I don't think he showed a number.
Like this is the thing. This is the thing. Y'all gotta understand how social media really works. People tune into what they hate more than they tune into what's good for them or what they love.
Well, I'm
over here, yeah.
Twitter effect, right?
Generally speaking, I guess I could understand that point. Like I said
You
before,
more
like to me,
you more liable to click on something that outrages you and irks your nerves than you are something that you know what I mean?
I can see your point though.
So-
I
so
think
for all the-
ultimately it's about emotional solicitation when it comes to social media. Like social media has to make you feel something. It doesn't matter what side of the it doesn't matter the polarity, right? Like it gotta make you feel something. If you don't feel something, you're not gonna engage. So to what I've been saying is cheap
That's why I
dope.
don't engage.
Yeah, but what
you
are the
should
top
engage
3
when you
sectors
log
in
on, you
YouTube?
engage. It's cheap dope.
Yeah.
I've said it before. Like social
What
media's
are the
job-
top 3 sectors? Because
Social
we on
media's job.
the ghetto side
I'm
of
sorry,
YouTube.
but it
covering
doesn't
the
matter
work,
what
YouTube.
side you're on. I ain't even talking about the space. Like
No,
I'm
no, no,
speaking-
no. We said we tune into what we hate more. So again, I the only pushback I would have on that, Just Jay, is that when people tune in, like especially
pushback though.
No, it is a pushback because like when you look at the financial
You
sector,
haven't heard of the Stern effect?
I'm sorry. What are we talking about? Because I was just speaking
You
to
were
the
saying-
social
Tune
media.
in to what they hate more than they tune in anything else.
Okay, I was
What
just
up,
speaking
Bolo?
to the emotional solicitation of social
Yeah.
media. Like the social media's job is to get the biggest hit of dopamine that it can get off of you in one click.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's IG, if it's this space, if it's whatever you can pick whatever sector you want. Like what I'm saying isn't specific to this space, just
Right.
social media in general. Like it's
Right.
cheap
Absolutely.
dope. They need the biggest dopamine hit that they could get off of you.
Right.
There's
And
this
just what you
concept
said
that we
earlier.
call emotional manipulative marketing.
Yeah, but what she said earlier is right on, Briggs, right? Because people can come to this space outside their real life and fight everybody they can't fight. They can come and relate to some of the worst of the stories and come. It's a whole mixed bag that you can find out there today. So,
And
I mean,
And to Nidish's point, right, about like tuning in to certain things, right? Like I always say, like sometimes I'm in my Schadenfreude bag. Like when you on that Schadenfreude type shit, like there's a level of enjoyment that a person can get, right? And this might sound dark, but I think a lot of people do it. When you have some sort of satisfaction or payoff from somebody else's downfall, right? Like you can think about certain people in the space, and we know certain people that go from channel to channel, right? And how do I want to say it, right? Like that person doesn't have a channel right now, right? And to me, that person is an easy target because, like Shanika was saying the other day, it's easy to look at that person and say, "Oh wow, look at this piece of shit." It's easy for me to feel better about my life, and I think that that's just something that humans do. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just levels to it on a psychological level.
I agree.
so would you agree, since you say a lot, you think, I would say over the last 10, 12 years, a lot of people have become psychologically broken?
I would say definitely maladaptive. We've become maladaptive, and it's just my perception. Like I'm not no health professional or nothing. I think that a lot of our coping mechanisms, like the way we cope with things, have become very maladaptive, and I think social media contributes to a lot of that, right? Because like think about how we even get validation as human beings, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we amongst one another, like physical proximity, validation hits different when you have more intimate or connections of depth. Validation hit different. Nowadays, validation look like a like. It could look like me putting an emoji in the chat and y'all up here on the panel acknowledging me. It could look like a super chat. It could look like so many superficial things. When you on IG, all you gotta do is what I think some of them like double tap, whatever. Like even the validation look way different now. So and guess what? That affects self-esteem. This is why some people, right, when they are already fragile, misguided, broken, doesn't matter the age, right? This is why some people get in their feelings, right, when they're not accepted in certain circles on social media, when they're not a part of certain cliques, when they not getting a certain amount of likes, right? Like before, when I was on Facebook years ago, right, I think it was a time on Facebook before, I think you used to have maybe 500 friends. After that, it capped out at 500. I don't know what it do now, right? But think about the person that got 30 something friends, or the person that got the IG that only got 50 followers. If they fragile, insecure, misguided, broken, guess what? They feeling like shit because that represents validation. So I think the game has changed a lot.
What y'all think? Panel?
really has.
I was just go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I did too.
When people have low self-esteem, they rely too heavily on validation from others, whether it be physical or digital. They need the validation of other people just to feel good about themselves. I personally never had that issue because I don't give a fuck about validation, physical or digital. But it's good to have it.
You don't seek validation in no kind of way. I'm curious because I think it's a basic human need.
You're gonna hate me.
No, I think it's a basic need for validation.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to be validated by your family. You want to be validated.
Now, to be fair, when I did have that problem, it was way before social media. I'm talking 20, 25 years ago, before social media took off.
Right.
I wanted my.
I'm saying, so you don't look for validation in any kind of way now? Do you look for validation in any way now?
No, not really. Nope.
Anyone in your personal life that you would like to have validation from today? You know, I know you and your mom was close. Anybody?
Besides friends I've known for 20
I don't
years.
need ragged motherfuckers validate me. Shit.
It speaks from a fundamental issue.
So do y'all think that we don't? Do y'all think that we seek validation in different ways? Like to me, validation doesn't have to be an unhealthy thing. I do think that it's important to make sure
validation.
We all love validation, right?
Just Jay, when you got a handsome nigga like Drip on the panel, hold on, and I be checking niggas like hustling muscles like that. I run my shit. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. It's a little validation. You can hype me up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit.
Drip ain't shit.
Ain't worth shit.
Hey, listen, what Just Jay is saying is true, and a lot of people know they got that kind of power. So what they'll do is they'll kick you out their little group, and they'll tell their friends, "Don't mess with him no more." Now, if you one of them people that need that validation, woo.
Mean girl.
So I do agree that we all need validation, right? In a sense, I believe the problem is when you allow that to define your worth. Like if you only feel valuable based on other people's terms, then that's a dangerous thing. But do we all love it? Absolutely. Who wouldn't?
Well said. When your worth is determined.
Who doesn't want to feel seen, appreciated, or chosen? That's part of being human. You know, but if everything is centered on how people value you, then that's when it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Well said.
I think this is fundamental layers to it, right? Because I say it all the time, right? One of the earliest validations that anybody could get that could carry you through your life is from your mother and the father. And a lot of times people don't get those foundations it's just been a rough time over these last 35, 40 years. So you hear one message and a lot of people give beyond what they're capable of giving to other people. Then when they get old enough and they break away from it, now you can see that they start validating themselves. If we can get because I think young people, if they can come out with the validation that we didn't have or whatever, they can take everything beyond of the future of the technology, because there's a lot of smart young people out here who don't validate themselves and don't love themselves, and they give to other people. So if that, I think, you know, with some of these messages, it's always about the reality, you know, and the people that can focus on the reality of where they are and validate themselves. You hear me say all the time, I don't give a fuck how somebody feel about me. Right. I can't bring my feelings to the world, but I'm gonna respect everybody. Right. I'm not gonna cuss women out. I'm not gonna, you know, I'll talk my little shit, but I ain't gonna, you know, because that's part of who I am. I'm not gonna do that. My parents taught me that. My parents told me love myself. And people I'm around, like, dude, you think you all that because you yelling light skin? Yep, I'm strong. You know what I'm saying? So I think if people can just learn that, regardless of what age, and own it for yourself and tell yourself, and go back to the people who might have harmed you and hurt you, Sometimes you might have to whoop their ass today. Sometimes you might have to just cuss them out.
Coach,
but that can give
hold on,
you validation.
real quick,
where you can just
hold on.
break free.
Let me say this real quick. Let me get this joke out. So, well, it really ain't a joke. Just go ahead and tell me how you feel. So, Ferg, do you think by you being a light skinned nigga, like how you be saying, do you think you the prize?
Depending when it comes to what other niggas, yes, most definitely. Now, other women, I'm ugly. Drip. Believe it or not, in my when I had my most biggest validation, when I had all my muscles and I can lift and pick up shit and climb up, some women would say, what I'm saying is, some women would call me ugly. So I had to be like, I wasn't gonna be mad. Okay, I'm still handsome. What she talking about? She don't know.
Looking like a bottle of mayonnaise.
But I just say that I'm old now. I'm old and ugly. And that's what I'm saying. Not every woman and not every man is gonna, because when it came to attraction, hell, I've been talked about since I was walking on my knees from black people. The people that only call me old yellow, high yellow. I've been every name that you can think of. The light skinned black boy growing up in the hood, white boy. I've been called all that from kids. So, my parents and the people around me validated me, so I didn't have to crash out. Because Genesis said I was ugly. I might have been ugly in the 6th grade to her. In the 5th grade, I was ugly. All y'all was scrubbed. I can go right now. All y'all got some rust on y'all pictures. But what I'm saying is just, but it didn't matter who said it, right? That's why I say validate yourself in a sense. Tell yourself.
I was snagging through Ferg.
Because now everybody in the world is going to tell you that you're worthy.
I'm snagging tooth now. So hey,
I'll say shut up. I learned how to accept my uglies early.
Mm-hmm.
I'm light skinned with a blow pop head. That might be ugly. I love it.
Yeah,
I just
sometimes.
I just walk my big ugly ass up on you and see as you coming up off of it.
Mm-hmm. Give it up.
Give it here. Told you I put you with my hand out.
Town business.
My hair stretched out.
I'm moist.
Oh shit!
Mute that nigga's mic.
So, Coach, I did have a question for Coach Ferg. So the young men and women, that you have coached, is that a good or bad? Just going back to Just Jay's point, is that a good or a bad thing that I would assume they have sought validation from you?
I'll take it outside of coaching because I was in the school every day from West Side
that's
to the
a
South
fact.
Side.
Yep, that's a
so
fact.
I just go when I'm meeting the population of single parent home, abused homes, young men and young women transitioning into the alternative lifestyle. I have to talk to all of them. Men getting out of prison, women on drugs. So men that have been molested by, I had to sit down and give them the validation. I had to, I'm gonna validate that they survived. A lot of them, it's in the past, so they survived that. So that's one accomplishment, right? Now, who affected you? Are you able to go and, face to face and have that conversation? Or are you going, making sure you're getting the proper exercise and energy burn? Because you can get mad and go punch a punching bag and lose weight and feel better at the same time. But it just takes time for a lot of people to have those real conversations. And sometimes because most of our families are people that we know close to us, only ones that really matter when it comes to validating us.
Right.
Yeah, that's a fact. The only thing I was gonna say is just for the audience, just for clarity. Will Coach Ferg say? When Coach Ferg say people getting assaulted, men getting assaulted, that's not just from other men, because you said you were saying people coming out of prison, this, that, and the third, and you were saying men getting assaulted, right? That's not just from other men.
Molested, all the kids
right. I didn't want to say that on what's the name, Jennifer.
He actually already said it, so I think he covered it, right? But y'all know how that go online. We got to explain. We got to over-explain. Like when you were speaking earlier.
We're not over-explaining because
it is
people
over-explaining because he already said it. But that's the thing. That's why social media has changed how we connect. Like, first of all, we got a bunch of generations mixed up in one spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some things, to me, some things that's understood don't have to be explained. Just like
earlier,
pause.
Oh,
okay, go ahead. You got it. Jesus Christ.
No, pause.
when you say we over explain and being assaulted, right? Are you saying that people generally hear a man being assaulted at the hands of another man and he associating that with prison? And I'm adding clarity. You're saying that doesn't need to be explained?
No, you're right. I actually heard him already use the M word, so he had covered that. Is all I was saying. But you got it.
No, I agree with you, right? So even molested, do you think that's at the? Okay.
No,
All right.
I don't. I thought that's what I mean. People who are well versed understand that goes across the board. That doesn't mean that only people who have been to jail have had that done by men. Like that's all I'm saying. And it wasn't even to that. That's what I'm saying. This is how social media gets shit tripped up. Because I wasn't even thinking about what you was just thinking about. I was thinking about how in general we have to over explain some of the most basic things because it speaks to people having a lack of clarity and just a lack of nuance. Like shit just be, I don't know, maybe because it's online. Like it's just this cookie cutter shit that don't make sense.
No,
just
Jay,
like
that's not it.
well, that's the thing. Maybe you feel a certain way about what I'm saying when it wasn't.
Because I deal with men
But okay, so if you
men's
slow
group therapy
down,
all the
because
time,
no, if you
right?
slow down, I think it's
Where that stuff
important that
gets
we acknowledge
overlooked. But go
our
ahead.
triggers. I think it's important that we acknowledge our triggers because what I said had nothing to do with the particular topic. So don't jump out the window and think that I'm minimizing, because if anybody is well aware of Just Jay, they know that she is well-rounded in that regard. I don't need a team. I will never, ever minimize such a thing. It was not to that point. I think that we have to be mindful and we have to be aware of when we are triggered about certain things. I was going to bring up when you were speaking about men protecting wives earlier. To me, that was pretty clear. It did not mean that another woman is less than or anything. To me, that only spoke to a code amongst men. That's all I was going to say. But that had to be explained and that had to have more, I don't know, like it had to be a 15, 20-minute conversation. And that's all I was saying. I wasn't speaking to that particular topic, dear. I would never minimize that. So no, that was, but I had heard Ferg cover it. So to me, he had covered all of those different things is what I'm saying that I got. Like I didn't, So it wasn't about that. So just slow down. That's all.
No. I just no. And shout out
Chicago,
to
man, leave her alone, man, because man, she agreed with me, man. And then I'm trying to.
Oh, that's the first time. Okay, go ahead.
It's not entitled. Chicago really he likes me.
But again, I never missed out on the audience. That's what I'm saying. So I know Just Jay as a school. Yeah, and listen for you and Moneybag Co. I appreciate y'all understanding what I was saying. And again, I'm not the most articulate, right? I'm not summa cum laude.
Sometimes I jack up too, so I get it.
Long-winded.
Because you want the most Southside Chicago.
Wait, who said that?
Maybe not articulate, but long-winded for sure.
Man, get that out of here. Y'all tweaking.
He speaks very well.
And
I go on mute on purpose. Let y'all get y'all off.
I wanted to know, I'm not sure where y'all want to take the conversation, but I wanted to know if y'all didn't mind looking up like what healthy validation looks like. Like if we could like hit up ChatGPT or something like that. Cause I don't know, it kind of prompted my mind when Hustler said that he don't look for validation. And to me, it's a basic human need. And it really is tied to survival in different ways.
Yeah.
So I was just curious.
Just Jay.
Well, this is my thing. Oh, go ahead.
I was only gonna ask Just Jay just really quick.
Nothing is ever really quick, so that ain't true. Go ahead.
Cut that out, Nice. Just Jay. But most of the validation usually is centered around community, no, or a village.
Yes, I would agree.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we was made for each other. All these people that's trying to isolate themselves, that's unnatural.
Yeah. I agree with that as well. And to LA's point, some need more than others. Yeah, I mean, some things run intrinsic. Like I think Mo articulated it pretty well earlier when she was saying that, like, if your self-worth is tied up in like people validating you all the time, you know what I'm saying, on different levels, then that could be problematic. But I think in general, we all look to validation. If we're talking about attention-seeking behaviors, that's a whole different beast. But I'm talking about simple validation, like on a healthy level.
Yeah.
Hype me up. Ain't that validation?
Hey, listen. Hey, hype me up.
Hey, shout out to Flipper T, man. Hey, she japped out on Ray Daniels, drip.
Yes.
She japped out on that joker.
Hey.
So I looked it up, right? And it says healthy validation involves recognizing, accepting, and understanding someone's emotional experience or your own without judgment, fixing, or dismissing it. It fosters connection, safety, and self-assurance rather than dependency. Key elements include active listening, empathy, normalizing emotions, and showing that you understand the why behind a feeling.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So they say what it is active listening, acceptance, and non-judgment, empathy and understanding, normalizing feelings, and self-validation. What is not is fixing. What is not is fixing or solving, dismissing or minimizing, or agreeing. That's
no
not
yes, ma'am.
validation.
No yes, ma'am.
Agreeing.
Let's go. If y'all in that profession, to say you was a therapist or something, that's the approach you have to take.
What you mean, Ferg?
If you got a client and they come and sitting on your couch and laying on your couch, what she just read, that's what the approach they're obligated to take. As if me and you just going back and forth, I'm not obligated to validate that and vice versa. You know, because like you said, like when we go out to the club and the girl turn you down and I see you with your head down, I ain't obligated to say, oh man, get your head up. Man, yeah, I told your ass she was gonna turn you down, little ugly ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to know that though, so you can understand the difference.
They say, go ahead.
No, I'll just say, but that'll be a perfect thing that if we can give our babies and the young cousins and nieces who looking for somebody to say that they can be greater and better, that they condition circumstances, because a lot of people are coming out without the confidence to get outside of black communities and go face the world. Because little black boys, when they get around white boys and they can do that shit, they show out. Same thing with black women, you know what I'm saying? But we so focused on fighting each other that the younger generation, they ain't even got a chance to get in the world yet. But
yeah.
I just want to say 3 examples in daily life. Putting your phone down to listen and giving somebody your full attention. Empathetic responses like, wow, that would be confusing. Or it makes sense that you're frustrated. Or I'm so happy for you. And finally, offering a hug or a tissue when someone is upset. You're not agreeing, you're not dismissing it, you're not even fixing it. You're just showing empathy and understanding.
See, that's a hard one for me.
To do that all the time, man.
That's a hard one for me. You come to me with a problem, I got nothing but solutions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people just want to vent. And I'm like,
so are you open to them venting?
Yeah, that's what you got to be.
Are you open to it?
They don't want validation, and they don't want none of that, right?
Nah.
Are you open to letting
I'm trying to get better with that, but nah. Especially if it's a dude. Nah. You gotta
do you have a way of like acknowledging, like you understand where they're coming from, or something like that, or are you just like how you normally deal with it, like, or are you just standing there looking at them?
No, I say this is what you need to do is.
You just kind of get in that bag.
Yeah, I'm one of those. What you need to do is because
I could be like that a lot, and I had to learn. Sometimes people just want you to listen, like, because I know me. Sometimes when I want to just get my shit off, because I mean, y'all know I'm a chatty patty. Like and I realize I'm exactly, and I'm okay with that, right? Like some people ain't gonna have grace for me on panels, but that's cool. As long as the people in my circle in real life have understanding for me, that's what works for me. I can always excite this shit. But when and being a verbal processor, like I have to talk my shit out, right? Like, and sometimes I'm not looking for an answer. I'm not looking for a solution. I need to process my shit. You know what I'm saying? So, so I had to learn that too. Sometimes people ain't asking me for a solution or asking me what they need to do. They sometimes they like, sometimes people just need to be heard.
Yeah. We
So
don't
I
need
would
you
say,
acting like my goddamn mama.
yeah, I would say, do you want me to fix him, or are you just venting so I can know exactly what this conversation is?
Oh, okay. So you like to ask in the beginning so that way you know how to navigate.
Yes, but that sounds good.
I agree with that.
But do you ever need to talk to somebody, or do you ever need to vent? And what do people do when you do that?
No, what I tell them is if you don't want help with the solution or working towards the solution, if you don't want the problem fixed, don't talk to me.
That's some shit
Right,
you
but
can
what
tell some
happens
old
when
people.
you need to go to someone? Do they give you the same thing back?
You probably don't go to nobody. Child.
I don't.
I know them type.
I don't.
Homie, do you have a daughter?
You talk
No,
to
I
your
ain't
wife?
got a daughter.
What I can understand, because with
mama?
girls,
Your daddy?
sometimes you have to be able to
Wait a
let
minute,
them
come
just
on,
vent it out. The teenage 14, 15, you gotta just let them just
Talking about
cry
his
it
grown
out.
self. He's
My
talking about
father
him, the
died when I
grown
was
man.
23. My mother passed when I was 29.
It makes
So,
sense. You've learned how to
only-
deal with shit on your own.
Yeah, the only person I ever had to run to is myself.
Yeah,
But
I get
now
it.
you're
And some
married,
people are
so do
like
you
that.
talk to your wife, or do you not still talk to nobody?
You said what?
I said, now that you're married, understanding the whole union of that's supposed to happen, that's your best friend now. Do you talk to her at least, or do you still not talk to nobody?
I mean, she ain't gonna help me with it. Like, what you talking about?
I'm telling you something, and Jen, you already know some people are like that, and I ain't gonna lie. I do think that some men kind of lean to that more, and I don't want to do a tit for tat. I think that women can be
I go to
hyper
my wife about,
independent.
oh, these niggas in the street tripping. You think I want her in the harm's way? Like, what?
I think it just shows up differently for women
And I would
and
be like,
men.
why am I talking to you if you're not going to talk to me? Like, this is, and then you're going to be like, well, you always, then your
No,
wife
because
you can be always
he
accused
needs
of talking
that.
too much when you don't talk at all. So I wonder how
Why
does
you
that,
still
I
in the
just
streets,
wondering.
nigga? Nah, I ain't in the streets.
You
But
wonder
I'm
how
just
does
saying.
that feel?
Huh?
Usually my problems
geez.
come in the form of pragmatic situations that I have to work through. And you know what I'm saying? They told me put it in God's hands, and he created the two that's on my wrist.
Right. No, I get it. I
mean,
get it
like,
because I found some people, like, when it comes to the whole expressing or like how they emote. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people don't necessarily quote unquote have the need to do it in the way that I think they should do it, right? Like, some people legit don't have the need to express themselves in that way. And I do think that people who are more geared towards solving their own problems, I think yeah, I mean that they just deal with things a certain way. I ain't gonna lie, the way I am, I probably would pull on you a little bit more, but that's based on how I communicate. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean that the way you show up is wrong. You know, it's
How
just
would you know
I
that he
think
likes you or cares about you or loves you if he doesn't express anything else?
because I
How do you
think
know
that how people demonstrate their love is going to vary from person to
Gotcha.
person, and I had to learn not to base a man's love for me based on how I choose to emote. How I emote and how I show up in a relationship and how I express my love ain't gonna always be the same way that a man does that. And sometimes that can be difficult, but I think it only will present a challenge if your needs are not met, if that makes sense.
I see how that.
Right. I
Yeah, if I don't
understand,
care
but if
about
he
you, I'm
don't-
not gonna try to fix it.
If
Like,
he don't
yeah.
talk to you, then how do you
Yo.
know he even cares about you?
Listen,
King Pix, hold on, y'all. King Pix said, due to social media, you can make it known you want someone without approaching.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Picks.
What's up, truck? Try the truck. Go ahead,
I
Shalene.
ain't trying to tell y'all what to do on y'all channel, but y'all put that trash ass comment down. We having a good
going
conversation.
on,
We don't
man.
give a fuck about that.
That Moyon.
Like what? Twins, nigga. I ain't got no
Shanika,
motherfucking
though.
twins. I ain't never. You ain't never heard me run around talking about twins.
That's her
Jamie.
money.
He was validating you, Just Jay.
Child, I don't
Yeah,
need that kind of validation. You can put that in the
just
trash.
hyped you up. He just
It's for
hyped
the
you
damn
up.
fun.
I'm selective.
Go ahead, Shanika. Read the super chat before we have to. It's ass.
Oh yeah, but go ahead, Jen. Go ahead, Jen. Go ahead. Go ahead. What
No,
you saying?
hold on. Wait.
Oh, I'm
Jay,
sorry.
we say
My
respect
apologies.
the money.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, respect the Moyon.
Yeah,
Get to the money. Not shit. Shut up when the money up.
Yeah,
Shout out to Trucker Yeah with the $5 super chat. He said, I'm sorry. Shout out to Trucker Yeah with the $5 super holler. He said for the deaf funds, 2 million years later, Just Jay, what's going on, twin?
You can never.
Hey, ladies, y'all look at the fellas, y'all trifling.
Oh God,
I can't stand a fake ass nigga. Shout out to your fake ass.
Okay, we gonna celebrate. We gonna celebrate.
Amen. Yes.
Hey, drip, say let go drip, nation. Money, 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 let get it, don't be surprised if she asks where the cash at. Drip under be cash out, hit the super chat, I say let go drip, nation. Hey, money, money, drip. Money, 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 money. Money, money, drip. Money, 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 money. Money, money, drip. Money, money, drip. Money, 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 money. Money, money.
And
shout
then,
out for the go ahead. Did you come back
I
one?
just throw a couple bills and she'll have a pair of hips.
shout out to Trucker Yale running it back with another $5 super holler.
wow.
He says, CC, I was showing love, but I guess we trashed together, Just Jay. Shout out, he shows violence today.
That nigga woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You want to fight?
Validation for you.
Light me up. On me, you the one. Ain't nobody fuck the wheel.
Definitely appreciate that support, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe. On me.
On me, Mellow.
Romeo
Yeah.
said Coach Spurs a tall milk. What he say? A tall cup of milk of magnesia.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Wait a minute. That don't wait a minute, nigga. Oh,
Man,
He
it's
said
a lot
you
of
the
ladies.
tall.
It's a lot of aunties that love. Hey, it's a lot of. Hey, man, listen. I wish y'all had the problems that I ain't had the problems y'all got when y'all was in y'all young, fine dating age.
Oh,
yeah, I ain't had these problems. Aunties was nicer. Y'all dudes are yeah. I'm call me Milk of Magnesia because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna help her ease her stomach pain that you gave her.
Oh, whoa, man, I like that.
She gonna be happy in the belly.
Happy, you know what? Clap your belly.
Hey, clap your booty. Happy, you know, booty.
What you say,
I feel
Shanique?
like I got a different perspective with regards to validation, but
Go ahead, talk your shit.
nah, because I feel like it can be a bad thing a lot of times depending on the situation, especially if you get too much of it.
See, too much validation is like yes man shit. It's like, nigga, you know when you get too much validation, like motherfucker just is bopping. Like, god damn, my nigga, like you gotta back up off me one time. Shit. I don't
I
like
don't think it qualifies for validation though. If somebody else, you know, if I'm just like, oh, you beautiful every day. If I'm just that ain't really validation. It's like people, the little
Stalkerish.
things.
Is it like
validate-
stalking shit? Or like,
Yeah,
what?
it's sort of weirdo shit. Every time you fit in
what?
there, you so beautiful, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Well,
Man, you on some
well,
bullshit.
for it might not be healthy validation, but you know, you know, you.
But we all know that the girls, as everybody thought they was cute in high school, you check them out in their adult age, it's like, dang, you got validated that much, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, compliment still is validation though. Like,
But what I'm saying is,
everybody ain't getting them.
I can tell you Monday. How many times I need to tell you Monday that you the most beautiful girl in the world? 42 times. I cannot tell you once or twice, or then I can tell you the next day, and 2 days later.
Why not just say it every time you feel it? Like you don't know how you're not promised
But
tomorrow.
man shouldn't feel.
Some of
Man
y'all
should
go
never
through-
approach it feeling.
Why not
because
just say it every time you
feeling.
think it or you see her? You think you can't just.
Yeah,
tell her,
if
'cause
I see
what if
you,
what if you're
you
playing
gotta
all
be in my
those games and
presence.
then you don't say nothing and then you be up out of here and now you left without ever saying it.
But
A lot of people
I
play
think-
those kind of games.
Yeah, but
Hey,
those.
Trigger,
That's
yeah.
well, I'm not talking about the people that play games. If it's a lot of niggas still playing those
That's a
games,
game though.
but if it's a lot, if men and women, and you 35
No,
and
what
over,
you're saying, I'm saying what you're saying. Like I might have told you, I got to tell you you're beautiful every day because you just
No.
don't want to do it because you feel like you got time.
it ain't the feeling. It ain't the
Why not
feeling.
just
That's
say it
what.
whenever you
But what I'm saying is, if you need it, you the one need the validation. If you need it that many times a day, it's something wrong with you, not the person who's saying it.
That's not what I was asking, but go ahead. Never mind.
True that.
You were saying, well, I don't have to tell that person that.
Yes.
So then why not just let them know when you feel it or whatever you think it?
But again, if I see you and then you in my presence more often, I can say it. I probably feel it because I can see how I can. But if we just Snapchatting and whatever they do back and forth and shit, I ain't gonna be all 42 times you beautiful because you go down that line, she got 52,000 beautifuls.
All right, just Jay. And that's what I was gonna say. We're not even talking about one person having to say it to you, 50,000 times in a day because y'all in a relationship or this, that, and other, whatever. I'm just saying, like, just getting, a lot of it, because we already talked about the healthy versus the unhealthy. So just speaking on validation in general, just the negative aspect of when you get too much of it, because we speak more so on the people that don't get enough of it and they're seeking it, but we don't, and I'm just saying also acknowledge the toxic behaviors that come from when they get too much of it. And now they're beside themselves or full of themselves, or what I'm saying? Like it can create a monster. And we see that every day in real life. That's why we gotta kind of chill with how much and just be a little more selective and use discernment with regards to how we validate others.
Carmelo said the words lose impact if it's habitual. You say it too much.
So it's the quality of it that matters. The quality of the validation that matters, or quantity of it, I guess. Yeah.
No, it's definitely the quality because, like, if there's a saying, right? Somebody who's a friend to everybody is really a friend to none, and that comes from essentially yes man behavior, where everybody's great, amazing at all times. This is why my wife asked me when we pray, why do I thank God for the bad times? Because it highlights, it accentuates the good times. You don't have anything to compare it to. You know what I'm saying? If we were just in paradise 24/7, are we really having good times, or is just this the normal? Life's about high and lows. The heart rate monitor goes up and down for a reason. If it flatlines, that means you're not living. So I say that to say, like, if someone is just saying good stuff all the time to you, they're likely not being genuine because you don't have any critique. There's no criticism about my behavior. See what I'm saying? There's nothing that you do. I'm just perfect to you at all times. I don't take those types of people seriously.
Yeah, I can agree with that for sure. But yeah, I don't didn't know if anybody had tapped on that, and because I've seen a lot of that. I've seen a lot of people. It is just like, child, like it's disgusting. It really, really is, and that's why social media can be very dangerous, and to the point where people are willing to do anything that they can to go viral and get that attention that they so desperately want. And it's just like, at what cost? Is that serious now? Like, geez, Louis, and I don't know. I'm trying to remember, and I'm gonna have to look it up because I could have sworn I think it's Australia. Like they made it to where if you under 18, you can't be on social media, and like you gotta, like how it is with the calling on the call sites here. Well, at least here in Florida, like you got to go through a whole process to set it up. If they have it shut down, if you go to try to go to a website, they're like, oh, you got to put an ID up and do this and do that, like who you owe. And I'm like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to access to all this shit from these kids and let them just be kids and let that be something saved for when you get grown and then you go out.
And one place that gives that false sense of validation is you see it with the OnlyFans thing, right? If women are showing body, right, without any wording, is for the money. It's for a lot of that because that validates them if they have the confidence in themselves. Some women, they realize, I got a begging body. Let me show the world. So they take that false sense of validation and they apply it to real life. and they're not winning it. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of obstacles because men see that, but based on the fact that men are drawn to it, then that's a sense of false validation. Then I take that to real life. Why are people dismissing me? Why are they not, you know what I'm saying, connecting to me like I want it? So where do people go from that space? Because we are, especially if you have young children today, we see how without the validation, a lot of them give up, they withdraw, they going into the worst. But a lot of that validation comes, and I'll say this forever and a day, if you can get it from both parents, regardless of how they are in a relationship or something, if both of those people can realize, hey, our child needs both of us, that'll give a child so much confidence, so much. I'm talking about, especially in the teenage years. You know, we all old on YouTube. We all got a life, a past life. But if those younger people can get the validation at the foundation, they can go and conquer the world. They'll get out of the neighborhood that you think is bad for them. They'll, you know what I'm saying, not choose a wrong man who's been moving around or a wrong woman because they've been validated by the people that love them the most, and they can validate themselves. So we'll see.
So it's up to us as individuals to just learn how to recognize the healthy versus the unhealthy and just filter it out. And, you know, take what you need to be in a good place to where you can validate yourself and, you know, not necessarily, you know, set your value based on how many likes you get on a post or how many people show up to your live stream or, you know, whatever. Like, I'd rather have 10 people that rock with me and we solid than to have 10,000 people that's just, you know, in the hating on me on the chat or, you know what I'm saying, they just not really, you know what I'm saying, like fucking with me for real. I didn't have 10,000 phony people. Like, nah, don't be pretending to, you know, fuck with me if you really don't. And I feel like you get a lot of fake relationships through social media because people are being fake, and then also just the normal issues and things that we go through with dating in general. You know, and what we looking for and wanting that and this, that, and the other, and having the illusion of options, like all this stuff. I don't know, I just feel like it's a disaster. But yeah, seasonal friendships, like parasocial relationships. Like, how is it you know everything about somebody and they don't even know you exist? That's you know the interesting part of social media to me. That and anybody can take your content and do whatever they want with it. But yeah, I think we definitely need to limit the social. I wouldn't even be mad if they got rid of it, even though I do appreciate it because it allows us to connect and there is some positivity that comes along with it. But oh my gosh, I wish there was some kind of way we can filter out the negative, but you can't because that's just who we are as human beings. We're positive and negative. Like, you know, it's just life. So, you know, it is what it is. Engage with what you want to engage with. As far as content and people, but I don't know why I feel like this wasn't what we were talking about. Did I do that? I don't know. Oh, see, Deucey, he said his woman is the prize. See,
yeah, okay. Do you climb up on the roof? Do you?
That's what she said in the video, and he's the prize, and
she's the winner.
Winner,
chicken dinner.
My woman, yeah.
I was just saying that, Deucey, because we were expressing earlier. The majority, I want to say everybody on the panel is pretty much in agreement that the relationship itself is the prize. And so it's, you know, more of a mutual thing. Like, we both value each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's not one person that's the prize and the other person's a dud that's just reaping the benefit of acquiring said prize. Like, you know, nah, that you both the prize.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Like,
you recognize.
what I'm saying? Like, you should be just as lucky to have me as I am to have you. You better recognize, and I better recognize. Like, equally. Like, you know, because, yeah, we both pretty better. The one that molds to me like I mold to her. Yeah, I understand. But yeah, we just said it should be mutual.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear.
Hey,
Hey,
you guys go over to Shanika's page and
Hey.
hit the like button over there. I know there's more than that over there, Shanika. Y'all hit the like button over there.
yes, appreciate that.
It's 4 channels. The plug, the hideout, Shanika, and me.
Yeah.
Hit the like button, guys.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, hit one on. Hit one on. And you through.
That's what I did.
Everyone.
That's funny. I did that.
Hey, Chucker, yeah, with those soup coolers. Go ahead and talk to us with them big old
I
lips.
appreciate the compliment. Appreciate it. Hey, I take it as a compliment. I appreciate it. Appreciate
I got
What's going on,
blow
Trev?
my
What's going on,
soup.
Shanika?
Been all over the place a little bit. And we was talking about, but the original conversation is, you know, who's the prize in a relationship?
I was what you said. I ain't really got nothing to say. What you just said a moment ago, I was gonna say that too. I think both of us is the grand prize. You know,
The grand prize.
The grand
absolutely.
prize. Okay.
And
I
I
like
think,
that.
you know, you work together, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could do a million different, you know, y'all can be really successful. That's how I feel. That's how I really see it. So, everything you said, though, was very accurate. Two people really for each other, and two people really rocking with each other, man. Even if it was 10 years, it would still feel like day one. So,
Yes. Your puff is puffing, man. You don't gotta adjust it. Guys. Perfect ball. Shout out to Romello with the $5 super holla, dropping bars. He said, my great grandma always said, love the God and trust the devil and people. I'll let you interpret it. That's
All right, Romello, with the wisdom.
Drip Nation gang, drippin' Ramilla, 7 front, 7 flying, and 7 for the 7 flying, me and 7 for the 7 chip. No, we got that drip on the tip. No, we got that drip on the tip. No, we got that drip on the tip. Damn, Ramilla, 7 for the 7.
And then shout out to Coach Ferg. He said $2 for the prize. Me and mine. Dog included.
Shout out to the fur daddies. Fur daddies.
Hey, drip, say let go drip nation. Money, let get it, don't be surprised if she asks where the cash at. Drip under be cash out. Hit the super chat. I say let go drip nation. Hey, money, drip. Money, drip.
Yeah, shout out to Kasim in the building. What up, though? He said the prize in a relationship is an intangible. It's the health and the cohesiveness of the relationship that the two people create. Oh, that right there. That's the super chat right there.
Hype me up.
On me, you the one. Ain't nobody fucking with
It's on me. Y'all dropping boxes in the super chat. Definitely appreciate that support. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to every channel linked in the chat.
hey, can I say one more thing? Because y'all was
Of
talking about
course.
validation, right?
Yes.
I kind of understood what Omni was talking about. I don't know if it was just him. I think it was Hustle about the validation situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the same way too. But I understand the importance of
So
validation.
you're not looking for it?
Yeah, I'm not really looking for it, but it's nice to hear though. You know, like and it's nice to now. I'm saying like I understand the importance of it. Like everybody's not like me, so I grew up solo dolo my entire life, so I'm like a lone wolf. Like every decision I had to make, I had to learn on my own. Even though I had elders and things like that, but outside of when I wasn't home, like being in the streets, I had to do everything on my own, and I couldn't go for no help, no nothing. It was just solo dolo. And so I don't seek it, but I do understand the importance of it. Like my wife, things like that. I do, because I did have a problem with that at first. I'm gonna just be honest with it. Like I had a very big issue with it. Like giving out like what I was thinking in my mind, and because I wasn't really like that. Like so. I was kind of real cold-hearted, but after a while, yeah.
Did you get validation from your parents at an early age?
About marriage?
No, about you. About you are worthy. You are somebody. You are capable. Did you get that from your parents? Yes or no?
Not from my mom. I got it from my dad.
Okay. Did you get it early from your dad, like? As a kid, 8, 9, snotty nose, because I'm sure you used to have snotty nose when you was.
Well, my dad was like an old school silent type dude, so it was like little,
not as much.
That once in a blue, not as much. It was like,
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then with my uncles, it was the same way too, things like that. Now, like my grandmothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to have a big problem with my lips because they was big.
You know how to control them good?
Dad, look at it. I used to, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I used to be like, man, niggas be trying to roast somebody, whatever. But
you gotta stay focused. Me.
I would say one time my mom did give me a validation one time that did change my thought. Is when she said, I won't understand until I get older that it's a plus to have big lips. So she was right. I'll give her that. That one, it was a plus.
You're
that was about the
pleasing.
validation I got from mom.
We like looking at you.
Genesis, sometimes we grow into our beauty.
And I'm gonna blame you.
Listen, I like that guy on Fat Albert. He would be like, "How about you, doing, baby bubba?" I liked him.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Oh Lord.
I wasn't like that back in the day. I had all kind of friends. So I would have been your friend, and whenever no one else would have, and they'd have been like, "You friends with him and his big old lips?" Yup. And then as soon as he grew up, everybody been like, "Y'all still friends?" Yup. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was that moment, just like that. That's exactly how it happened.
Let me jump in real quick. I'm sorry. Let me jump in real quick and give a shout out to Stan, the motherfucking man in the building.
Wait, which hand do you do it with, Coach Ray? This one?
You're right.
Oh,
guys, with the 199 super chat, he said, "Drip Nation, let's go." Appreciate you.
Straighten that wrist out.
Oh,
shout out to Stan.
Shout out to Stan, and shout out to all my veterans.
Yeah,
so it's supposed to be what? It's supposed to be eye level or above your eyes?
right above your eyebrows, just right without a hat.
Because I don't never know where to put my hand, and I always feel like.
But your wrist got to be straight though. This is important, and your hand turned down slightly, not like this.
Now, if you're wearing
a hat, you go to the brim.
If you're wearing glasses, put at the I don't know, the tip.
This right here at the corner, right here at the little above your brow.
Just like that.
And then just like a down.
Just down. Yeah, just go the hair, then down.
Straight. Okay, because I'm like, I don't want to do a karate chop.
No,
So
you snatch it like a karate chop. Sneaker, you right though. No, you
I
right.
was trying to be funny. I was trying to be funny. I'm dead ass.
Karate chop.
No, Sneaker. You don't go over. You just go straight down, but you bring your hand all the way down. You don't stop halfway in the middle. You know, you don't go. You just
we bring it down to
yeah, bring it down to your side. Just bring it down to your side. Genesis, I see you got a problem because your wrist is still crooked.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Bring your hand up.
Oh,
yo.
What is going on?
Kid left behind.
I don't even know, Chuck.
I gotta do it with my right or my left.
You're right. We already.
What?
You're
See,
right,
that's what I'm
man.
saying.
Right
Come on,
is always
Genesis.
right.
You're making us look bad, Genesis. You must have had no kid left behind.
Patriotic. Coach Ferg.
Don't show your thumb. Hide your thumb. Hide your thumb. Just hide your thumb.
Hey, her formation is a lot more straight than yours, Coach. How you gonna get on her about it?
No, you can't see my wrist.
Nah. I was look. Nah. You had a little curve in it. You had a little curve in it, dog.
Yeah, my fingers go up. I'm old, man. They used to be straight. My fingers,
I'm old
used to be straight. Now I'm old, so shit ain't ending where it used to.
Hey, I ain't giving you old niggas no passes. I'm sorry. We ain't giving you no passes.
There you go. See, the wrist is straight. That's important. As long as your wrist is straight, you good.
Okay. All right.
There you go. Boom. That looks sharp right there, Jen. That look good. Shamika, that look good. Boom. Don't be showing your palm of your hand, Jen. You all like Hitler.
Oh, okay.
Like Hitler.
I want to play this real quick.
Work on that straight.
Y'all crazy.
Look at it in the mirror. You'll be all right.
Okay.
I am the prize. First of all, I want to say that this debate is tired. We need to hang it up, pack it up, and throw it out. You are bringing in your assets. They are bringing in their assets. Together, you are forming a valuable unit. And that is what should be the prize.
Straight like that.
I agree.
See, y'all don't believe married people. Y'all just believe all the single people and shit. Y'all just believe everybody.
I don't be believing y'all either.
Y'all don't believe married people. I mean,
Women, why is this a question? Who is really?
Who's y'all? No, yeah, just saying. I've been married 13
people that's
years.
been married
this
for
year.
1,000 years ain't got married no time this year. They've been married back when phone was still on the wall. That's when y'all got married.
But they kids ain't most of them.
Oh, wait.
You think
I
most
just don't feel
married
like
people's
that.
kids
You're
ain't
good. You're good information if you've been married for like 10 years. You haven't dated. You don't know what
Not
it's like out there.
everybody. Not everybody, but most people who haven't tried it already downplaying it. That let me know that those people ain't equipped for it, because you both have to make a sacrifice. You cannot say what marriage is like if you never done it. You can say what it might be like to me. I can't say before I got married. I can never say, man, marriage would be like this and man like that. No, you can't assume what it'll be like. You watching other people's results. What does that say about you and your confidence and your validation? Because I don't look for my wife for validation, but I validate her just
That's
because.
what I was trying to say
I don't wait for a special day to buy flowers. I don't wait for a special day to just do something. I just do it whenever, as you say, Genesis, the word, when I feel it, when I'm out. I'm like, ooh, she might like this.
All I do is think of you.
Yeah.
Buy me flowers when you do. That's what I'm saying.
Man, listen. Yeah. I was saying
I still don't think if you've been married for 10 years, you can't. I don't know how much dating advice you can give me right now if you've been married for over a decade.
I know.
That's
because
not true.
Because the people
That's
that
not
I was
true.
dating
How?
wasn't
When
moving
did
like
you?
y'all.
When if you've been married for 15 years, when was the last time you went on a date to know what it's like to date in 2026?
I wouldn't want to go on a date.
That's not my
I date my lady. I'm saying,
Deflect.
I'm saying,
Like the Matrix.
so I did my time. I put in the same work everybody put in, so I did my time. I got mine, okay, but that don't mean because I got mine that I don't see or don't recognize the frustration I see on people's faces when they come to talk to you, man or female. I listen to both sides. I hear women say it's it's piss in the water. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? To some point, I can understand because there's a lot of weird new niggas. I gotta agree with it. I feel y'all. And then I hear the men, say the same thing, and I agree with them. At the same time too. So I just listen. I listen.
So the question was, if you've been married for over a decade, when was the last time you dated to have dating advice about dating right now?
Dating advice. The dating advice I'm gonna give. The dating advice I'm gonna give you is how to be successful. What you do with it is whatever you do.
How you gonna be successful if you haven't dated in over 10 years? So what advice are you giving me that's you relative to today? What you can tell me is look both ways before I cross the street because there's streets everywhere. You're not telling me how to date in 2026 if you've been married for over a decade. You don't have any information of today's. You don't have any data of your own to actually give me.
But don't you think it makes more sense to take advice from the married person?
Well, you've been married for 20 years, husband. You don't know what it's like to go out here and meet people in 2026 and go on a date. You've been married this whole time. How do you have advice how to date?
Hold on. The game has not changed. Thank you. The game has not changed.
The game ain't changed. This the people that's in the game.
Just the players.
This the people that's in the game.
And that's what I'm saying. Like
in the game too, but it's not.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it's pattern. Like you can tell.
We didn't have social media or any that kind of shit when we were
y'all can say all that you want to, but someone who was married for the past 10 years is not dating in 2026. So what you cannot tell me how to date if you've not been dating.
No, Genesis, I'm asking this question.
You can't tell me how to go out here and get a person.
Hold on, Genesis. Hold on. Okay. So this is my no, because I need to clarify.
You're married.
Hello, one mic.
I need to clarify some things, right? Because she asked the
it doesn't matter. He's married.
She asked the question. She asked the question. She asked the question. So I need to clarify.
I'm trying to give her an answer.
You can't hear me, Bob.
That's all I care about, boy.
Okay, so if we could just reset, we're gonna let Coach Bird.
Do you really want to date this?
Can I answer a question, Shanika?
Answer the question.
I thought he answered, but
I'm sorry. So, if my homie asks me, how do I get to where you are? I'm going to give him the advice best I can. The game has not changed, only the players. Everybody keep trying to come up with new things when at the end of it, it reverts right back to the regular game. Okay? You want a successful marriage or you want a good husband or you want a good wife? There are patterns. The same patterns when I look at marriages of 20 plus years. Successful patterns. That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to give you the advice. And if you don't see them patterns within that person you're dating, move along. Don't waste your time. Don't waste her time. Move along and find somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that got them patterns. Okay. That's all I can do.
And give us an example because we literally can talk about the YNs. We literally can have the same conversation about the same man.
So Genesis,
you don't have any actual evidence because you've been married for the past 15 years.
Let me say this real quick.
Hold on, one mic. Hold on, one mic. God damn. Come
I was
on,
trying
man.
to hear what
I
you were saying.
Stop over talking to everybody, bro. One mic. Everybody talking at one time. That's all I hear. There's a bunch of
What was you saying? Genesis, I was trying to hear you.
Hold on. It ain't Jen turn yet, fucker. Hold on.
Oh, my bad.
Goddamn. The H&M been killed.
All right, here we go. Fuck that shit.
Look, this is based off the question, right? So I need to ask clarifications, right? Am I talking to you or am I talking to a young woman in general?
You talking to me? Are you asking me a
no,
question?
I'm asking you based off your question, advice. Am I talking to you?
No, we're not splitting hairs. You're speaking about dating in 20.
Okay, so I'm talking to in general. Okay, so in general.
Whoever you're talking to about dating today,
yes.
Because you have good information about how to go on a date right now.
I got it. I tried to make sure it was. I got it. It wasn't about you. It's in general, right? So if in 2020, let me see. we're going to say 2024 is the same as 2026 in dating. Young women looking for date, and older women, right? And even with the older women, you have to rectify a class. Some of y'all like the young 30s and under and the 55, 60. Y'all got a range like that. Let's be real, right? So it ain't necessarily the message that I can tell them, because they're gonna ride the wave as long as they can. But to somebody young, just based off of the YN movement, it's important to make sure that they still have those basic foundations that we talk about when it comes to talking to somebody. If you're talking to somebody about a week, at least at some point they should be looking to see you face to face. And when they see you face to face, there should be, you have your little list of little slower 5-6 questions that you will ask. And if they're not really asking you no questions and they ain't really looking at you, they ain't really interested in you. They just there hoping that you would give more than that they asked for. But again, it comes with age and time. Even today, most dudes just finding out who they are. So they ain't looking for nobody their age. They're looking to go younger so they can play their little, I'm a player game. Because they just now getting validated. And some women are lost without the validation to say, hey, preserve yourself, preserve your body. Now we older, we all done been ran through the streets. Whether we admit it or not, we done played our little game where we got turned down, finally got with somebody, been in relationships 10, 8 years, whatever. That's different. But when people out here trying to say, hey, what can I do? Now, today, people are telling you what they want up front. And their actions are going to show everything. So if Shanika like me and she like me today, between now and the next 30 days, Shanika be trying to see me, or vice versa. And it ain't got nothing to do with money, just to be in the presence. And if don't nobody want to be in your presence, they don't like you. They look into, and that's why I say, and I'll shut up. Even for a woman, sometimes you just gotta, I used to tell my sisters this all the time, young women. I said, if a boy say he like you, right, and you talk to him, right, don't respond to him for a couple of days. Maybe 2 days. They used to be like, why? Because if he like you, the next time he see you, he'll want to see you. He'll talk to you. But y'all go get with him because he like you today. You done gave him some, and then he done moved on. You trying to figure out how he like you. So if you're gonna do that, it's levels to it. Older people, yeah, we're gonna look at like what they got to offer, because there should be a certain time in somebody's life where they should be trying to achieve something. So in the world today, but you have to be cautious. If you're not cautious today and ask intentional questions, because the same rules apply, it's just different mindset. If you don't know the man, if he ain't talking to his mama or his daddy, it might be a problem. She ain't talking to her mama and her daddy, it might be a problem, especially if you're a family person. You like going to your mamas or your daddies. Eventually, those are going to come into play, it's best to get out early and not get your feelings involved, or you get what happened.
All right, H&M.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, first of all, I can't disagree with Chucker because the dating game has changed. A lot's changed since you and your wife got together. Social media, smartphones, all that kind of shit. Culture is changing. And my question is this: so we don't want to listen to married people talk about how to be married because the dating game has changed, but at the same time, nobody gonna listen to a single motherfucker. So who the hell we gonna listen to now? You can't listen to the married folks because they haven't dated in a while, but you can listen to the single folk because they just either don't have anybody or just fucking around playing the field. So what do we do?
So H&M, the game has to change. I met my wife. I met my wife because she hit me up on Facebook Messenger.
Hold on, really? Chuck. I'm gonna let you get in there real quick. But I want to let Kills get in, and then you got it next.
Gotcha.
Nah, yo, I'll be can y'all hear me? Yo, salute to y'all. Salute to everybody on the panel. Salute to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna be quick. Yo, I'm not gonna give nobody no advice on marriage because I can't even get married right now. And it's like it's the only time that I ever experienced when people don't want to, because we always used to look at have people who've been married for a long time as the go-to of what expected, where we seen it with our grandparents, where we seen it with our parents or our neighbors or whoever. You know what I'm saying? We look at them to the go-to. The only time when I heard people don't want to listen to married people is only when I came on the internet, man. And it's crazy to me, man. I look at my sister marriage, you know what I mean? Like, beside my circle, I look at my brother marriage. I look at my mom marriage. They was married for a long time. You know, my sister is married to a pastor. You feel me? So that's my go-to right there. Other than that, man, listen, these folks don't want to hear us, yo. So let them do what they want to do. So I'll give it up to Trucker, yo. I don't want to be long-winded.
All right, Truck. And then I'm going to go out to you unless somebody else want to jump in. Go ahead, Truck.
I'm just saying that it hasn't really changed, bro. Like, it's just another way of connecting with each other. Social media and all of that is still communication, like you communicating on the phone. And like I said, I met my wife. She hit me up on Facebook Messenger. You feel me? And I knew who she was because we went to school together. And then we started talking on the phone or whatever. So, I mean, listen, this things is there, man. Like, it just depends on what you're looking for. You looking for something to smash on, then hey, find you something to smash on. But if you're intentional, my advice will be is find the most successful marriage couple and ask them. I guarantee you, it's gonna be the same answers you hear from 90% of people. Same thing. It's just, you know, people being rebellious right now. That's all it really is, man. People want to be 2026. Niggas want to be pimps and be husbands, and the 2026 wives want to be hoes with wives. Like, that ain't how that shit goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be trying to convert these people that are not that into something that they never going to be. That shit got to be in them, not on them. Plain and simple. I'll leave it there.
Okay. I actually agree with Perk and Truck as far as like the stage has changed, but it's the same fucking performance. We're watching the same electric slide over and over and over again. Are there going to be some people that forgot it and don't have to relearn it again? Hell yeah. Are there going to be some people with 2 left feet and just never gonna fucking get right? Hell yeah. The people that are doing the electric slide are going to change, but it's the same fucking electric slide. We sit here and we say, oh, well, you know, nowadays people use the DMs because they don't want to talk to you in person. Which one of y'all niggas ain't never get one of them folded up pieces of paper from a nigga that's sitting 2 rows away from you in the classroom when he could have said hi to you as y'all was walking into the fucking classroom? But you gonna write when you go with me, check yes or no, and then you gonna throw the piece of paper at me at the desk like I'm not right here. Or how about the niggas that went in and when your homeboy come to you and be like, yeah, my dog Ricky said he liked you. Ricky's standing right there. He couldn't just talk to me. People have been socially awkward since forever. Like, it's just a different platform. Okay, yeah, we got the cell phones with this the technology and all this other stuff, but how many of y'all didn't get y'all ass chilled out the frame if your beeper went off 911 and you didn't call them the fuck back within 5 minutes? How many of y'all didn't have that phone that wasn't a GPS tracker? Because my mama damn sure gave me one of her prepaid phone, and if I didn't answer it, it was a problem. But that's how she knew everywhere that I was, because of that motherfucking phone. Like, it's the same shit. It's the same shit.
Man, back then we didn't have
the delusion of options. We still had the delusion of options back in the days when you was in school and you thought you had access to every nigga at your high school. You thought that you really had a chance with all of them.
I mean, to be fair,
delusion.
Hold on, it is. I mean, it is, but to be fair, back in the day, your options were limited to the people within your own social circle or your community. You know, people at school, at church, at work, in neighborhood.
Football games. When we went to the football games out of town, I was meeting new motherfuckers. When I was
that's what I mean. Your community, not online.
Doing shit. Come on, man. You didn't participate in activities that took you places, nigga. You ain't ever ride no school bus or no charter bus. You never told them what's outside of your neighborhood? Come on, man.
Several times, several times. So I get where you're coming from.
You had access to people outside of your neighborhood. I'm just saying it's not exactly the same. What I'm saying is very similar, and I can still relate to something, even though it's different. I'm still watching this shit in real time, even though I'm not necessarily actively participating in it. I could watch a nigga play basketball and learn the fucking sport just by watching. I'm not fucking dribble a ball to understand what a 3-point shot is.
Yeah. That's how I learned football. So hey,
but you gonna tell me only a basketball player can teach me about playing basketball? Nobody else. Nobody else.
But you never, Shanika, you never forget about how to be a wife. You never forget how to be a wife. Like I'll never forget like how to heal my baby mother when we was together. When I told y'all that story on this platform, it's like you never forget that era. You never forget the music of that era. You never forget the clothes of that era. You never forget like how y'all used to be on the phone and sleep on the phone together. You know what I'm saying? And listen to music. Your voicemail used to be some R&B shit. It's like that's what we want. We want that vibe again. We want to catch that wave. But you gotta. But hold on though, real quick though. Let me land my plane. It's like you gotta find somebody who connect with you on that same wavelength. That's all I wanted to say.
And again, no, you. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, ain't nothing changed, bro. Like, I'll give you an example. The whole what's the tall comedian chick? The one that says slavery is marriage is slavery or some shit.
Leslie Jones?
Yeah, Leslie Jones. And she said that she was full of shit. Because the reality is, she want a husband. She knows she it's obvious. It's she want a husband and the whole 9 yards. All that masculine shit goes out of the window when they get a husband. When they get to the right dude, that all that shit goes out the window, man. All that. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like I would say, like probably I want to say on the top 5, right, on the list, and I'm only talking from on the man side because I don't know what women, y'all do different things, but on the man side, if the probably number 1 or number 2 thing I would say that you have to recognize in that woman is selfless. And selfless, that comes without you asking. If she's not that individual, then move on. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty. Nothing change.
I'm just saying, do I think that a married person could give me all the game? No. But I do think that I could still take certain things from a married person because they can kind of help me to understand how I may want to assess the process that I use to vet what I'm looking for or even determine what I'm looking for. They can still give me, advice on things that they've encountered within their marriage that they never considered while they were dating that would have changed their mind. Like, hey, if I would have known this when I was dating him, I probably wouldn't have married him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just some insight into what you can look for from the other side. Because at the end of the day, the point of the goal or the whole goal and the point of me dating is to get married. And I want to make sure that I'm making the right decision. And for me to understand what I need from a partner to commit to in a marriage, I need to understand what marriage means.
Right. Hey, you know what's crazy about that, Shanique? You said something that brought a memory up, right? When I met my wife in school, I met her because the homie was saying, hey, you need to look for so-and-so. And I'm like, who is that? Who are you talking about? I don't know who she is. And then we end up meeting later in life. And then we argue back and forth about this shit. We just argued about this shit in front of the kids. Your daddy was acting all funny in high school, like he ain't knew who I was and all this other stuff. I was like, son, I wasn't paying attention to these women in high school. Man. I was focused on school and the whole 9 yards. But it'd be like little stuff like that, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that be the little stuff that pass, bro.
But that's part of the validation that we was talking about, right? Because again, most women want to be pursued, right? But the fact that you didn't pursue, just looking back, oh, he was acting funny. That's high school boys. We look at girls, but we ain't looking at them. We see you, but we ain't really looking at you until we look at you. And a lot of women, you know, they don't see it like that all the time because validation to people and men, and I say this, men are just going to have to get used to the fact, right, that women are also validating themselves.
And
Women
that's cool. First,
hold on. Listen, hold up. But a lot of women have grown up with the same type of parents the man have. The parents didn't validate them, so they do things out of their character. Well, they do things out. They think it's normal, but it's outside of normal, right? Because when you actually intentionally bring attention to your body, and you making the decision every day that I need people to look at me in this capacity, it's something going on greater than, you know what I'm saying, what you see on the outside. People are just reacting to the invalidation that they get. That's why I say, man, if we can, you know what I'm saying, we got children, man, just try to give them all the validation, you know what I'm saying, but give them the reality. Give them the reality, like the world ain't the same, it's changing. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be ugly to some girls. She gonna tell you, get your ugly ass out of my face. She gonna tell you, get your big lips out of my face. But that's not meaning that, you know what I'm saying, you're not validated. That's just part of the rough edges that we have in our people. We that's a protective agency. But the more people are becoming validated, men and women who should be in the prime of getting together are going to have to realize that when people start validating themselves, they're no longer looking for the same type of woman or the same type of man. They no longer will associate with that. So,
yo, this listening to these conversations, right? I've been listening to these conversations for a long time, right? I think these dudes are not trying to stay in their lane. It's like you got to stay in your lane. You got to know what type of woman that you actually want in your life. Because most guys want the IG chick, and most dudes can't get the IG model chick. Some dudes need the cool chick who like to hug trees, nigga. Who like ocean crabs. Who like. That's all I'm saying, bro.
So Kills, so I'm gonna ask you a question. Some dudes what validates some dudes is just a pretty girl who just stands around looking pretty. Got 400,000 DMs saying you're pretty. Some dudes are just stuck on those type of women.
Yeah, a lot of dudes like.
So
yo, you got a lot of dudes. Hold on. Let me answer your question, please. You got a lot of dudes who want what other dudes got, man. They like sloppy seconds, and I'm not trying to call the dude. I'm not trying to call the chick sloppy seconds. It's like they like chasing after another dude where he likes, and that's nasty work. While you got this nice girl over here, you know what I'm saying? She's going to work every day, minding her business. You know what I'm saying? Going to college, cool. She don't dress all provocative or nothing like that, yo. What y'all call them?
But those are sleaze bags.
You got a lot of sleaze bags out here, bro.
If he's in a relationship, that's one thing. But it's a larger number of people deciding not to even get in a relationship today on men and women's side, because both people are coming to a state of mind where they're starting to validate themselves.
And I get the status. I get all the status. 67% of men is middle class. You know what I'm saying?
Because in real life, you see it in real life.
I'm just saying, in real life, people are still hooking up every freaking day. In real life, people still hooking up. People still having babies in real life.
But they
people fucking babies. In real life.
They're not creating the fundamental validation for any newborn.
Black people are still getting married, brother. It's like 67.
At a much lower rate compared to.
No, it's not. No, it's not, bro.
It's at the all-time low in the history.
It is. That's what I hear anyway. That's what I read anyway. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, yo. So y'all saying in the 50s was the most intact family and people was married. Yeah. It was like the 50s or the 60s. I get all of that, bro. I get all of that. But there's another flip. Hold on, brother. You won't even. You want to keep cutting me off, bro.
No, I'm trying to get you.
You want to keep cutting. I'm not even cutting you off, not one time.
Even up into the early 2000s, we were still getting married at a high clip. We was one of the highest in the nation. over 50-60%. That's good odds.
I get that, bro. That's still even 67 or whatever percentage. People, black folks still getting married. That's still cool right now. It ain't great, but it's alright. You know what I'm saying? Black folks still getting married. Y'all always want my problem with this space and these conversations is, it's like you got people who got married within this space, right? Who's married within this space, and people still want to talk about the bad things about this space. It's just like people are still getting married right now, you know. But what y'all want to do is still talk about the bad. How come y'all can't talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly? Y'all just only want to talk one side of these conversations. With this, I just don't understand it, bro. I know several people within inside this space who got married on these platforms. Then you know what they still do? Still talk about the bad shit about these spaces. Just like what y'all do in the fucking hood. Y'all don't mix it up. I'm just saying, y'all don't mix it up. Y'all just only show one side of it. That's all I'm saying,
talking
bro.
about the bad in the marriage, though. Nobody was talking about the bad in the marriage.
You gotta take the good with the bad and the ugly. You can't talk about just one side. So yeah.
Right. So Kills, you want to get married? No, but I'm just saying. I would hope. Yeah, and there's a woman out there. Shanika,
yeah, yo, if I do, I do. No, if I don't, I don't. It's like I'm not stressing it.
So, no, I'm just saying. So you're cool. You're cool with being single from what age you are now?
Yeah, I'd rather. Okay. I'd rather like whatever comes along.
Are you gonna stop having sex?
Fam, I'm not having.
I'm just asking.
Since you want to be prideful, since you want to be in people's business in these spaces, you know what I'm saying?
Don't
Right now, I'm a straightforward shooter. I already said this on these platforms. I'm not having sex right now. I'm not having sex.
No, it ain't about right now, Kill. I'm just saying for the future, for now to the end of your days, you cool with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Whatever happens.
So do you think the brothers
like it's not a first choice of mine, though?
Kills. Do you think most brothers are thinking like you are going forward?
I don't even know most brothers, to be honest. I don't even know most brothers.
Kills, you live in the hood, so the dudes in the hood, are they?
I don't know most niggas in the hood neither.
You ain't even grow up in the hood.
I'm around well-to-do, upstanding, right people. I'm not around niggas. I'm around brothers and sisters.
Are some of those dudes single? Yes.
I told you. People around me is married. I just told you that I come from a married family, brother. I just told you that.
That's come from, Kills. That's past tense.
And dudes around me are married. They're married. I don't be around everybody in the hood, brother.
So Kills, that's what I'm saying. So dudes around you are married, right? So
they're married men.
Right. So those dudes, we out the game, married. So the dudes that are single. Because think about it, if most dudes ain't got a woman, you know what I'm saying, which ain't a bad thing, do you think most of those people, because women are now validating themselves, they don't need a man to say that they are this and they
cool.
Hold up. So you're telling me, with that being said, because you're young, well, you're an old young dude, but I'm talking about them 25 to 45s, the 25 to 45. If they're taking this approach, like, you know what, I'm cool, I'm gonna fall back a little bit. Do you think most of them will fall back and say, you know what, I don't want a marriage, I don't want a relationship, and I ain't gonna have sex, or they just gonna play the sex game without even creating families? Because man's still gonna have sex in his prime. I don't give a damn what you talk about. But you still creating the whole mess that we trying to get away from when you're moving like that.
Dealing what we dealing with. I'm gonna be straightforward with you. Dealing what we dealing with right now at this climate, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna concur. Like most dudes in the hood is not hooking up, dealing with what we seeing right now. You know what I'm saying? On both sides. On both sides. They're not the same women from yesteryear. They not the same women from your generation, homie. We not looking at this. We not looking at the Bill Cosby situation and all of that, bro. We not seeing the Rashad Evans, whatever her name was. We not seeing them type of women's right now, brother.
So also I'm saying though, so if those women are not appearing, because those women are also taking a step back. So a lot of women are starting to take a step back from the whole rhetoric of what they used to be. It's still gonna be a small group, and even the men. If men are gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna step back, right? I'm gonna go into my own little zone. Are those men gonna stop having sex? It seems like they just want to have sex and have no responsibility.
And that's crazy. I never worried about a next nigga Johnson & Johnson, or do he want to have sex or whatever the case
because we still gonna have a race of babies that hate the ladies. That's all I'm trying to point out.
Come on, man. Now you want to kick some Pac stuff. Now you want to be on some Pac stuff or whatever the case may be. Hey, yo, then maybe you just need to erase everything. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all talk about erasing social media. Then somebody saying get rid of something.
Hold on, because we finna get up out of here. We've been streaming a long ass time. We met our goal today, and y'all over here talking about Pac and hating raising babies and shit. Shout out to y'all. We're gonna give our final thoughts and get up out of here. Kids, we can start with you, G.
Yeah, man. My thing is, yo, salute to the dope platform, man. Salute to Corey being up here. Salute to all of y'all being up here. You know what I mean? Shanika, Genesis, Drip, you know, Kursford, you know, Trucker Yell. Salute to all of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was like dipping in and out, yo, hearing the combo. And it was definitely a drippy conversation, man. Salute to that, salute to the chat, salute to the playback already.
Appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate you. Go ahead, Ferg.
I know, man. It's the conversations, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm married. Yeah, I'm at the game, and I'm thankful that I'm out the game. And again, I when it comes to giving advice, I sometimes I just say shit whether people on the panel want to hear it or not, because it's still quite a few people looking for a better way, despite of what we set forth, man. There's people that out here want to get married. They want a good man, want a good woman. And sometimes, man, you know, they just don't have nobody encouraging them, giving them validation early and often enough. So when they get out into the adult world, they get lost in who they are. So it's just gonna be a different movement, man. If both men and women, you know, going forward are not looking to at least find somebody. But if everybody wanted, you know, we have relationships, and it'd be hard to build something with somebody you ain't married to, you know. It'd be hard to, you know, build that type of life. But we'll see going forward, man, because the most dominant of our dating years, man. These are prime. Y'all don't understand when I say these are prime dating years, man. When you're in your 20s and late 20s and 30s and 40s, man. After that, man, you just want somebody to go sit down with, you know. You know, but we'll see, man. It's gonna be interesting, man.
That's a bit. What up, H&M?
Oh, he might have stepped away.
H&M, you there? All right. What up, Jim?
Hey, good night, sugars.
All right, bro. Go ahead, Shanika.
I do want to say that there is absolutely validity to both sides of the argument, right? Because I do feel like, as far as the last conversation and just who we, you know, absorb information from, I do feel like, you know, there is a disconnect between people that have been married for a long period of time as opposed to people that are actively dating in 2026. That's a fact. You know, but I do think it, you know, it's just a bias of mine, but I think that we can learn from anybody, you know, and so that's why I still, you know, engage in both sides of the conversation. You feel me? Just for the sake of dialogue, for sure. But It was absolutely a blast. Dope conversation as always. Dope people hitting the panel as always. Dope people in the comments.
Who all donated?
Definitely want to shout out everybody that contributed towards us meeting our goal today. Shout out to Free Zone Lou. Shout out to Aunt T, Dr. Frizzle Frost. Shout out to Corey Love. Shout out to Bridget, Big Bad Bull, Romelo, Big Rich, Big Dog, Big Mod, Big J. Shout out to Trucker Yale. Shout out to Coach Ferd tapping into that $15. Shout out to Romelo. Shout out to Kasim. Shout out to Stan, the motherfucking man. Definitely appreciate the support as always. Y'all show up and show out in every way that y'all can. Definitely appreciate everybody that hit the like button and did some likes today. Shout out to everybody that subscribed. Make sure y'all scroll up through the comments. I showed them on the screen. Hit all the links in the chat. Shout out to Drip.
Shout out to you, Sneaky, for being the lovely co-host that you are. Shout out to everybody that always come through and holler at us. Shout out to the chat, the biggest, the one and only the chat. I love y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Y'all keep a nigga rolling, boy. I be laughing like a motherfucker. That should be funny. Y'all be having your own conversations and shit. I just respect and appreciate that. Shout out to all people that's new. Shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to everybody that dropped donations. Shout out to everybody who just feel good with, you know what I'm saying, supporting. I ain't gonna hold you, you know, all we doing is trying to make this a whole nation, man, and just getting this shit going and, you know, push out a bunch of content, you know, just get everything, you know, give y'all the updated content and just have fun, really. We don't really want too much drama, but, you know, we will bring drama, though. That's for sure. Because this is a YouTube street show, so anything that's going on in the YouTube street, we're going to try to cover it for the most part. You know, shout out to the chat once again. Shout out to the trolls. Love y'all too. Shout out to the top mods, Big Rich Gang. You know, Queen Brill, Classy, BJ, Big Dog BJ, Kojak, best of doing the business, Raj Will. You know what I'm saying? You know, all the people with big wrenches, man. My love and them, everybody that pulled up, standing, man. You know, shout out to them folks, Shiesty Born, Reese and them. You said Tiff was in the chat?
Yeah.
Tiff.
Shout out to all the haters out there that voted no on the poll. Fuck all y'all. The answer is yes. You put the poll up, nigga.
What is it? I forgot what is it.
It said,
the most men, something about.
You said the question was, are women really the prize? 35% said yeah, and 65% said no.
Damn. Oh my God, it's diabolical. That's diabolical, bro. Damn. What, Troy?
For real,
so you gonna say F me? I chose no. I wish there was a third option that said both. Cold.
Oh,
sorry, I deserve it. It's cool.
Nigga Trump pulled up the chick shit.
Look at BJ co-signing talking about he voted no. We both the rise.
Oh my God, diabolical, bro. Shit.
I did.
I'm the prize and the winner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my wife had called, so I had to.
Nah, you good. We just getting ready to get up out of here. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Truck, Mika said men are the prize and women are the winners.
I think both parents. Women are the winners. I can agree, vice versa too. That's why I said both, because at the end of the day, man or woman, grand prize, and guess who gets the benefit of who actually wins? The children.
Children, yeah. I wish it'd be down.
So, I can agree with what she's saying. I think so. That's true, and I can agree with when the men say it too. So, it's just, you know, y'all be putting the prize on the wrong type of woman.
So,
Good night.
That's a bit, Truck. Lord Jesus, man, we finna get up out of here. Shout out to Trucker Yale, motherfucking ass. My dog, he know what time it is. We'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, new topic. Let's go. Never trust a big button smile. Ain't through. Oh shit. Go ahead, Hustler Muslim.
Now just say salute to the panel. Thank y'all for having me up here. Good night and take care.
Hey, put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on, goddammit. That's a bet.
We got that work, we got that clips. I am your pusher. We got that good dope, we got that content. Shout out to my plug, yeah, my plug. We got that work, we got that clips. I am your pusher. We got that good dope, we got that content. Shout out to my plug, yeah, my plug. Shout out to Drip, he the man of the hour. We got the work, we got the clips, we got the power.